good morning, depends on what time of the day or what part of the earth, the world you're watching this video here today. I'm here with a very special guest. You guys know him, Diller Gaming. Reached out to him, I believe it was maybe Monday. He did an awesome breakdown of that Phil Spencer interview. I believe it was in German, though, wasn't it? In German or something?
Yeah, it was in German. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And because, when he. Oh, listen, I mean, look, I don't even want to start. Let the room fill up a little bit before we get to. But what's going on with you, bro? I might be talking to myself. What's going on? How you been? What you playing? What's going on?
Yeah, man. YouTube's dead as fuck here lately. Yeah, it's good to be back on here with you, talking about some information that Phil Spencer's talked about regarding the Scarlett CPU processing power, the virtual memory, things like that. I'm not the most loved guy by the chat, but if you want to learn a thing or two, hit that like button and let's talk about it.
What have you been playing?
I just got done playing Horizon Zero Dawn, testing out this new Razer controller I just got. I put a picture of that up on Twitter. Other than that, man, they ain't really shit to play anywhere hardly right now. So I might mess around with some Dead Rising 4 later. It just hit Game Pass.
Dead Rising 4, you play that dog shit, bro?
Now you know what? It's hard times over here. All right, leave me alone.
You know what's crazy though? I never really got into the Dead Rising franchise because I always thought it should have been more serious. I never liked the comedic tone of it.
I like the Days Gone approach to zombies more.
Yeah, or even like I wish it could have been a little bit more serious. If so, you know what I mean. I never really got into the.
I felt like Days Gone. There was such a divide with Days Gone. I did a review on Days Gone. I put a lot of time and effort into it because I really enjoyed the game, and I feel like there's a very big divide on Days Gone because I feel like a lot of motherfuckers didn't even beat the game. And if you didn't beat the game because I really enjoyed the game, you don't really understand why it's good because there's a lot of filler. So if you didn't beat the game, you're probably bored. You're like, what the hell, 20 hours and nothing's happening. It's one of those games, man. It's really, really long for no reason, but if you make it through, it's actually a pretty good game.
All right, hold on one second. Something I do on my channel here. Let me give a shout out about the room is still full. Shout out to Rafe the World. What up? SS9 Vegeta. Devil Luke. Chosen. What's good, baby? 6996. David the Maker. Heath Stevens. His bum ass is always here. Casanova. What's up? Hold up. Young City K3. Kobe. What's up, baby? My neighbors. Uncompleted. Revealed. New York Miss Young Boy Grip, what's up, brother? We had a good show last night. L Bookie, Styles, New York. I bet has my brother, AP the Shooter. Eric, you know what I mean? I ain't got someone here to read the chat for me. Hold on one second. Actually, hold on. Wait, hold on. Yes, hold on my name. Let me get somebody that can handle the chat while I'm still posting. Hold on, bro. Let me get one of my secretaries. Hey, Moss! Mighty Moss, bring your ass and you can handle the chat for me. Hold on. You know I'm blind as all hell, man.
Oh God, Alex already saying some weird ass shit.
Who Alex? The most dangerous.
Talking about sitting on grown men's lap and shit. You need to change your channel, bud.
Oh, man, who that Alex? Hold on, let me see. Let me call him. Give me 1 second.
Remember, Alex, remember this. I made you. I brought you onto the Beast Fire. Remember that.
You damn sure did, right?
No, I ain't got nothing against Alex. We go back and forth or whatever, and I don't want to. I don't want to put up with this bullshit on Twitter, but it ain't nothing personal. Whatever.
Hey, Moss. Hey, can you hop on? Yeah, and handle the chat for me. Appreciate it, bro. Read the chat. All right, hold on 1 second. Moss is gonna hop in here and have him read the chat when we start the one-on-one. But like I said, believe it or not, damn dealer. Let me put this on Twitter. You can retweet yourself. 2019, man, right? Hold on, real quick. Join me and Dealer Gaming Live as we tackle the latest.
Now, while you're doing that, I can address Heath. Heath is a guy that clearly isn't in the loop. Didn't listen to my post E3 live stream or anything that I've been saying apparently, because we've been very, very hard on what their direction is with Microsoft and their games right now, which is unfortunate. Not what I want to see. Not what I want to see, Heath. So let's do a little bit of research before we make claims.
All right.
30,000 people watch that stream. Maybe you could be one of them.
30,000. Tell Heath, big bank take little bank.
Hey, a lot of people know that I'm not happy with that last E3 or some of the things they're doing, and
Oh, you know
it
what, hey,
blows
bro?
my
You know
mind, man.
we can start. Okay, man, we can start with that. I'm actually gonna say what I'm doing. I tagged you in that Twitter, on Twitter. Can you possibly retweet it? Very powerful white Christian male, yourself, like such as
Oh
yourself.
my God,
Very,
stop it.
oh shit. Could you, keep that out
The
for me?
funniest thing you ever said, shout out to my man who died on a stick.
Then they're gonna stick there, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, but tweet it out for me, putting it on Twitter. As you guys come in, like I said, you'd be so kind and hit the like button. As always, we're gonna try to have a very, very entertaining show today, to say the
I heard
least.
some motherfucker say that my show said wait till next E3. What the fuck?
Okay, no,
No.
okay. Oh, dude, we can start it with this, right? And something I read, you had it pinned on Twitter. You said there was so much negativity in gaming. I guess talking about maybe Microsoft E3 that you're gonna take the time and I guess to focus on the positive. And I mean,
I don't know. I'd have to see that tweet
nah,
because I've
again,
been kind of negative. I've been really negative myself, honestly.
I'm like going back there, but I had no.
But like with Gears, when people say question the quality of Gears, we know Gears is going to be quality. It does. They didn't market the right way and stuff, which sucks. But it is what it is. I can't wait to play it.
Yep, hold on. Yeah, I don't know. Is that right? Hold on one second. Yeah, put this right here. Yeah, but
There, I retweeted it.
Yeah, but you said something like focus on the
Yo,
positive.
yo, yo.
Okay, what's going on? Hey, not Neff. Moss, do me one big favor, brother. Just
Yes,
handle the
sir.
chat for me. I'm still tweeting it out before I put Dilla to put this fraud in the hot seat. Do me a favor. Shout everybody out on these super chats, because I'm still reposting and stuff.
Gotcha. I'll do my best
Appreciate it.
Vanna White role here.
Yeah,
All right.
listen, go up and cut the jig for me. Yeah.
Hey, Wraith World. What's up, Z? SS9 Vegeta. Hey, you got beat again, SS9. What's going on, man? Devil Loot. Chosen.
Yeah.
6996. David the Maker. Heath Stevens. Hi, y'all. Casanova. Young City K3. Kobe Teague. My Neighbor's Car. Uncompetitive. Reviled. Hey, Night Music. What's going on, man? Young Boy Gip. L Boogie. What's up, L Boogie? Styles NYC. I've been had skills. The homie AP, the shooter worker for the Marines. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Teague. Eric Philip Sin 22. The Coon 1985. Come on, bro. Jack E. Modus Apparandi. My homie Alex Escobar. What's going on, bro? Hey, yo, you put your questions in the free super chat, man. Come on, man. The Nuba Games. Let me see. I think that's everybody. That is everybody, but we do have a super chat. Oh, my bad. D Almighty Spartan God.
Yeah.
Twisted Sin, Wounded Penguin, Johnny Wern, and let me see. And Xbox has no games. LOL, Xbox sucks ass. Big up to the homie Xavier Bay with the $5 holler. He says, "Hey Diller."
Yeah.
He says, "Diller, why your boy Colt misstated Stadia info? He knows xCloud had an uphill battle. Stadia got 50 million users based out the gate."
Now, you just read that, right? Do you know what he's talking about?
He's talking about, now apparently Cole Eastwood, and again, I don't want to try to claim to speak for Colt.
Yeah, because that's a pretty bad problem in this community, is people saying things and don't really got links or facts, and they just say someone said something and then they never really said it. So, well, first off, how does Stadia have 50 million users? What are you talking about? Can you link that?
Hey, Xavier Bay, send us a link about what in reference.
Yeah, I need to know about just 50 million users, because
I think Diller, what he's talking about is the access via Google Chrome, or
okay. So you're talking about the amount of devices that can support Stadia.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that number in itself crushes itself when you think about the over 1 billion smart devices capable of receiving 4G signal. They all can have access to xCloud, right? So it looks like you might have buried yourself there, bud.
Hey, Dylan, now listen here, brother. Now, I don't know if you was that some Chinese man? What the hell was that? That was
yeah.
Well, no, because I don't. I'll be honest. I don't know much.
I'm
about
just past
xCloud.
Sajak today, though. So.
xCloud. xCloud, as we know, is Xbox is in the server rack. So if it runs on Xbox One, it will work on xCloud, provided developers and publishers get the green light, right?
Okay.
Any device that can have 4G, Wi-Fi, or LTE and up will run xCloud, according to Microsoft. We'll see how that shit works in the real world, right?
Yeah.
But they do say that any game that they have on Xbox One will work. They said 3,500 titles are theoretically ready to go, provided they get the green light, and those will be streamable from day one. And once again, there's no work needed on the developer side because they've already made the game for Xbox One. It's just running on an Xbox One in the cloud. There's no need to do anything on behalf of the developer.
Let me ask you a question. Now, listen here now, and I haven't had my hands on xCloud, but I did. Well, I was in the beta for the project. What was the name? Project
Stream.
Project Stream. And again, and I have what you call it. Like everyone has had a negative condemnation about streaming because of PlayStation Now, Gaikai, didn't really work. And I remember me just trying to just fucking come up here and talk shit about it, whatever. It scared the hell out of me. Now this is prior to me knowing what the specs of the system was. I remember me coming back the following day. I don't know if I was talking to D, Moss, or somebody. I was like, yo, bro, this shit is amazing. I'm playing. It looks better than my $500 goddamn console. Mm-hmm. People may know it was running 1080p, 60 frames a second with all the bells and fucking whistles.
That's why we push that frame rate, man.
Yeah, but again, like I said, I'm just on my graphic or whatever. It just looked better than what was on my X. I have it on my X, right? So, we didn't find out the specs of Google Stadia or whatever until March GDC. And I'm saying if they can get that to work like it was, like that, and I mean, always like I said, on real world performance, we're talking about you actually removing a $500 or $400 device because again, it looked better than what's on my X and what was on my Pro. And again, that just stuck out to me. Now, I haven't tried xCloud, and I think one of the issues that I think Microsoft was going to run to, which is talking about graphic fidelity, I believe they just have the S in all the racks, if I'm not mistaken.
Right now, yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know why they wouldn't put the X there, but right now they have the S. But
they're skipping the X. They're going to Anaconda SKUs after the S.
Okay, well, cool. But, but right away off the back,
I don't know about you, man, but to me, I don't care if it's Stadia or Xbox. Whichever one has actual latency that's actually fucking playable, that's who's going to win no matter what.
Well, no, I'm just saying, there was no latency on my end. And now listen, I know I have 300 up, 300 down. The recommend was 25 up, 25 down, but the minimum was 15 up, 15 down. I have, 300 up, 300 down. There was no latency. I didn't have
That's good, man.
And again, I was looking like, God damn, this looks better than my $400 goddamn console. So just from that, I don't know what the pricing. Microsoft said there's going to be a pricing now for xCloud. I thought it was just whatever you. Originally, I thought whatever you buy from Microsoft digitally, they give you access to it on their cloud service or whatever. But that's not the case. There's going to be a price.
You can do it free through your home console, or I do believe, and this is what I've kind of heard, is they're going to bundle it into Game Pass Ultimate.
That's already for $15 a month, right?
Yeah.
All right. They're going to bundle the pinging off their servers in the Game Pass Ultimate?
Yeah, I do believe. Could be wrong. That's what I was told.
Okay. All right. Well,
this isn't new ground or anything. PlayStation already did this. I mean, they have PlayStation Now. It's a service where you pay monthly. You can stream games. Well, not right now on mobile, but will be. Mm-hmm. And of course, you have access to those downloadable games. It's all there. It's already been done.
All right, hold on one second.
Yeah, but not day and date though.
Yeah, eventually it'd be day and date. I think all consumers should want day and date. It's best for you as a consumer. That's what you should want, right?
Let me get some of these bills. Xavier Bay comes back, Diller. He says, "Hey, Diller, why you? Oh, hold on. Oh, damn, I'm getting dyslexic.
He said, Colt did a video on this the other day. You lying?
He said Colt did a video days ago. Stop lying."
For one, you said 50 million. I just proved you wrong in your own thing, right? This ain't hard. Just think. And two, Colt said that. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, what did Colt say? And why the fuck are you so mad about it? Don't worry about Colt, man.
Well, the homie he's the Stadia King now, so
the Stadia King is gonna have some hard times. You think shit sucks for Xbox? You got 22 titles at release, Xavier, or whatever the fuck the name is. 32 titles. How many titles you got? Good luck.
All right, so getting right into showing again, everybody that's rocking this live. If you be so kind again, is to hit the like button. We're gonna have some fun here today, I guarantee you. Let me get the free messaging app up for you guys now.
Hey, hit that join button. Hit that join button too. So you need to start pushing that join button.
Oh yeah. Join my.
You done forgot all about it.
Yeah, I get some. I'm just a very humble man, a very modest man. Hit the join button. Listen, and you hit the join button. You get on T-shirts and you get access to a lot of the behind the scene things like $3-4 or something.
Almighty Spartan God said, "Don't answer that motherfucker. He's a corporate slave."
All right, but like I said, you did a video. What? I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Go ahead. I talked to you before E3, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Your expectations were high, right, before E3?
Yes.
Okay.
They sure as fuck were, Phil Spencer.
your expectations. Why were your expectations high? I can start with it.
Well, let's start with we've got more games than we've ever had. 14, this and that dog shit. Like I said, if you watch my podcast after E3, I'm fucking really annoyed and pissed with E3. That was one of their worst E3 shows ever, in my opinion. I've said it over and over, and it sucks, man.
Okay,
it is what it is.
All right, so like you were let down by E3.
Yeah.
What about? Here's the thing. They did a survey and it was saying that Nintendo showed more violent games on stage than Microsoft. What are your thoughts about that?
They did a lot of surveys, and that's part of the problem. I know Phil and them were pushing. We've had the best numbers and the best. Basically, like, hey, the fans liked it. All this stuff and all this crap, and I'm like, look, I've never looked at numbers of anything to determine if something's better. I'm not going to start now. That's what I said to Phil. Meaning, I don't care if the casuals clicked on it because Keanu Reeves was on stage. That's enough to explain the boost right there. Mm-hmm. I don't care about any of that. You didn't show the gameplay demos that I wanted to see. And there was a 20-minute block there where I could have went into a coma and been fine.
Like, to me, in my opinion, the show was good all the way up. The show was good all the way up to Cyberpunk. And then after Cyberpunk, shit hit the fan. And then what really, again, I know I'm not the most honest man and my integrity is always in question. And Phil's saying that they're more excited about the games that they didn't show. Like, I don't know what the fuck is up with this guy.
They push some stuff back. Johnny in the chat says, don't devalue Gears like many of the football. I'm definitely not devaluing Gears. I think it's going to be one of their best games they've ever released, Microsoft. So I just wish they would have showed it the right way. I think any Gears of War fan, no matter what platform you're on, you probably wanted to see more. And the reason we wanted to see a set piece and a gameplay demo is because it has been so long, 3 years since we've seen a big set piece from Microsoft, right? And that was in the last Gears, which they didn't even have that much time and stuff on. So we just wanted to see a lot of money up on stage on that screen,
But here's my thing, even with Gears, right? I'm concerned, and I'm a Gears guy. You guys looking, he said men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. I probably got about 2 or 3 weeks clocked in that game, literally. Overall, especially with the multiplayer. I haven't been the single player yet, but I go straight online, like on chapter 7 or something. But now they talking about there's no smoking. The characters are not allowed to have cigars. It's teen rated. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, to me, I look at it as Microsoft is going through this identity crisis. They're looking for that consumer like that right after Nintendo, pre-teen, pre-puberty. Like you said, like Phil said, it was important for us to have an E3 without a bunch of bullets and stuff on stage. Like what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Not to nitpick, but the characters be smoking cigars and Gears. Why would you take that out? Like, what is the problem?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not there to fuck with Baby Simulator. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not why I tuned into E3. That's not why those people flew to California and spent $1,000 to stay in Los Angeles that week. That's not why people were there. And I feel like games all take talent and skill and and time to produce, but they are not all created equal. I don't get the same level of hype as if when God of War was up on the stage. I don't, Gears of War was up on the stage. You didn't even show the fucking thing on stage. That's why it was so annoying to me. And I beat this fucking thing to death over and over. I'm not generally a negative person, but when I'm asked about it, I'm not gonna lie. This shit wasn't fun and it was underwhelming.
Okay, here's the thing. So, with all that being said, do you still have faith?
Stop using that word.
And Phil, the direction.
It's not faith. Am I confident in Microsoft?
Yeah.
Once again, I still have to say yeah, just because I know what's around the corner.
Okay, all right, around that corner, all right. It can be anything. It can be the Boogeyman, it can be Freddy Krueger, it can be Michael Myers.
But keep in mind that this is coming from somebody who has every single platform and a badass PC as well. So
I get it.
if I like I said, I just got done playing Horizon Zero
Your
Dawn.
Honor, request to treat him as a hostile witness, please, before you perjure this. So listen, deal. Everything you said today, can't name you should get let the show. Listen,
yeah, trust me, I know.
So, we want to talk about this when you leave. So look, what I'm saying is this: that you said you have faith in them for what's coming around the corner, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, boom. Not to question your integrity. I know my shit is always in question. I lie to my subscribers. I lie to my wife. I borrow money, don't pay it back.
I know the routine.
True fuck nigga, right? Now, with that being said, though, I'm saying you're excited for what's to come around the corner, right? Now, we got to be honest here. He said men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. I you know what? Maybe you have seen this internal memo. I got slid this piece of paper document. Maybe what month is it? We in July, maybe around May. Didn't say anything. Just read it. It didn't really reach home to what it was saying until after I saw E3, and that they silently, they're looking for all these AA studios to have something in Game Pass every 4 months, a new game, right? And I was excited for Ninja Theory, right? And I understand that Bleeding Edge has been on being in production for a few years, but one of the reasons that Microsoft acquired Ninja Theory was because of the game Bleeding Edge. And my question is to you, what happens with quality control? Now, I know someone is in the beta. His name is Almighty Nixon 720 Johnson, and I don't want to get him in trouble. The game was dog shit. We don't need another 59 rated type game. So
but what happened to all the people that were saying that Microsoft forced them to make this, and then they came out on stage and curb stomped the fuck out of everybody who said that?
I don't know about that. I don't.
Yeah, there was all kinds of people saying Microsoft forced them to make this, and this is what their next big game was, and all this stuff.
Right now, you sound like Trump with some alternative facts.
That might be a deflect.
Right now, you want to birth.
You telling us to look east.
Right now, you want to birth.
I'm just reminding people
was
with
Obama
amnesia.
born in America? We want to talk about that fuck nigga. We talking about this right here.
Hey, let me get these. Let me get these super chats. And Z, you got a free message in that chat too.
Okay.
J Dub, the extinguished J Dub for the $4.99 said, "Ask that fruity ass dealer, how much would it cost for me to buy D-Batch's Freedom from Candyland Cold Plantation? Fuck dude, and my ass, you rock motherfucker."
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah,
I'm sorry, man. We
might want to spend some money on
we need to be a professional establishment.
He said, "Ask that fruity ass dealer how much would it cost for me to buy D-Batch
This is
Freedom
not. We
from
do not want to ruin.
He
We do
said
not
from
want
the
to ruin.
Candyland Colt Plantation, fuck nigga. And kiss my ass, you rotten motherfucker."
So let me get this straight, right? Because there's so many of these corny motherfuckers. This is Kratos. This is the Kratos from Twitter, right? The little troll.
Nah, it may not be him. I don't know.
Okay, well, you might want to spend that money on some fucking Hooked on Phonics first. And then you can ask D-Batch yourself, because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
They said y'all got deals.
Last time I checked, motherfuckers are allowed to do more than one show, right?
Hey, listen, they said you got deals like get out. Like y'all done want them drilled in his brain. He don't know what the fuck going on.
No, it's just, D-Batch is a smart guy. He gets excited a little bit and makes some predictions that you guys bring up sometimes, but at the end of the day, he's a good down-to-earth guy. D-Batch is cool.
Everyone knows that the Horizon's going to be the next guy.
Leave D-Batch alone.
Hey, Dylan, and I'm gonna shut up after this. It seems like y'all all might get a little bit excited. You know what I'm saying?
How's that? What did I say? How am I excited?
That D-Batch troll that was out there, and y'all was going back and forth on Twitter.
Yep.
Yeah,
sure did. I mean, think about it. If you don't check someone's handle, I don't look at people's handle that often, so. If I see D-Batch troll, some weirdo out there that's imitating people, including you guys, I've seen these people do the same thing. I don't know. I don't really.
If they ain't typing in caps, most likely they ain't not typing caps all damn day.
Normally you stop, drop, and roll and take it to the DMs. But
hold on.
Let me
because I did post in DM. I think D's drunk and D was in there, and he said, "No, I thought I got hacked for a second." So. We all kind of did. It ain't like we sit there and talk to him for that long. It was just some weirdo with too much time. So,
all right.
Stuart Stokes with the $2 said, "I can't believe I missed multiplayer last night."
Yeah, that was one.
Shame on you, Stuart.
That was
Shame
one. That was one for the ages. There, one for the ages.
Hey, that sure was. Man.
But listen, we back. We back on this birth certificate right here. But Obama being born in America, we ain't get on the hook for nigga. Check it out, right?
J-Dub said, "It's me. You know it's me. Set him free."
Oh shit. It's me. Okay, shout out.
Stuart Stokes with the 5. He got another 5. He says, Diller, you told me on your 1v1 with Z that Gears Tactic wasn't a PC exclusive and wasn't announced for Xbox at Xbox E3. What happened? Got receipts?
Oh God, it's Stuart again. Hey Stuart, did you watch Rod's interview where he confirmed that they are actually looking into the console version? It's going to take them a long time to develop the UI and stuff, and that first they're going to focus on the PC version, just like I told you. You don't remember that? Okay, next.
All right, shout out to
I'm gonna make you motherfuckers a lot of money today.
All right, shout out to the Lillian King. But anyway, so as I was saying about the game Bleeding Edge, and I'm saying what my question was about quality control on Microsoft side of things, right? Now here we can be subjective, right? And hear me out, right? You may like Sea of Thieves, you may like State of Decay, right? But I'm coming from a time, and again,
I don't like Sea of Thieves.
Well, I'm just being, some people, bro, literally said it's a game of the generation. I'm not even trying to be funny, right? All those one and dones are crazy. But I remember when Xbox guys, when they said we had a standard, and bro, we haven't really had a new AAA game announcement since 2016, right? And when I say about quality control, we don't need. It's not that we don't have the game in a while. I would rather it be a good game, right, than another rated 59 or 60 game. What are your opinions on that?
You know my opinions on that.
No, I'm asking. I don't know.
I gotta say it again for this new lot watching, I guess. Yeah, obviously. I've been talking about Xbox's need for better first party that's why I started RDX years ago. I've been talking about this. So, yeah, me more than most people know that Xbox need to elevate their first party content. And that's why I've been talking about it for years and continue to talk about it to this day.
Okay.
Very important.
Second question. Okay. Would you like to get a drink of water? It's about to get hot. You need a sip? All right, check it out. Right, Paul's right. So, all right. So, what are your thoughts? So, how do you feel when Phil and Matt Booty come out and say, "Hey, we have a great relationship with Sony"? There's basically enough Halo fans over there on the PlayStation or Gears or Forza. We wouldn't mind. We have a great relationship with Minecraft. Like, how does that make you feel, quote unquote, being a true Xbox game when they talking about putting their, the Holy Grail, the 10 goddamn commandments on a rival competing console? Like, how does that make you feel?
What? Phil said they would do that?
Yeah, well, Matt Booty, when he was interviewed by Eurogamer, and they asked, when he said, basically said there was enough PlayStation 4 Halo fans on the PlayStation 4, he said, hey, we got a great relationship with, Sony. What they're doing with Minecraft, you know what I'm saying? No, so
you're saying like the fact that they're willing to put the stuff on?
Yeah. Like, how does that make you feel?
I talked about this forever ago. Of course they are. For one, you motherfuckers got to stop looking at it from like a fanboy point of view, right?
Okay.
You are Sony, you are Microsoft.
Okay.
How are you going to sell more software? How are you going to make money? You exist to make money. You're going to do that by putting your games on more things, right? So I fully expected this, predicted this forever ago. It is what it is, man. I can play Assassin's Creed Unity on any platform. Does that mean it wasn't one of the best games I had played? Or not Unity, fuck Unity. Odyssey on any platform. Does that mean it's not one of the best games I had played this generation? No, the game was fucking fire. So I'm not one of those, at least at this point, to where I'm sitting there saying the game is worse because I can play it anywhere.
Hey, D, right now you cucking up. I mean, you being a cuck right now.
No,
Who sent you, nigga? Who sent you, nigga? Wait.
I don't think there's much of a counter to what I'm saying here. Like,
let me cut my
it is what it is, man. Like, you can play all these games on PC. Like, I would have much rather played Days Gone on PC. It would have ran better. But at the end of the day, I couldn't, and that detracted from my experience there. But I still like the game. But if it was on PC, I would have liked it better, right? Because I don't prefer the ecosystem of the PlayStation. Now, if you're a PlayStation guy, you prefer that ecosystem, you're going to play it there no matter what, much like I do with Xbox, right? But options never hurt. So that's just the fact. There's nothing no one can say to take that away. It is what it is.
All right. AP the Shooter with the $5. He says, if Gears is a flop because they fucking with the formula, what does Xbox have to hang its hat on? And Forza ain't in the discussion.
Yeah, Gears, they need to fuck with the formula. That's what people don't realize. Just like God of War. God of War was a legitimate 9.5 because they did fuck with the formula. They tried something new. It was, if you remember, Ascension actually didn't do well critically or sales-wise. They took a new demo to Sony and said, hey, this is what we want to do for God of War next. It was too similar to Ascension. Sony told them no. Corey Barlog has talked about this before. And then they came and rebooted God of War, and that shit was fire. Gears of War will not be that much of a reboot, but they are going to bring open world mechanics and things like that into the franchise. They're bringing it forward. Like, I can play Gears of War 1 and go to Gears 4, and I already know everything about the goddamn game.
Okay.
And that's why Gears 5 is going to be so cool to me in the campaign.
Okay, I just got back, right? And I had to go cut the fan off, right? It was too loud. Trying to be professional.
Can I ask a question? One question real quick from the MM2K EBT app. Hey, look, Diller. Not too long ago, there was a bunch of YouTube personalities that said, you know what? We don't think the Gears formula should be fucked with.
Who said that?
It should stay with Coalition. And we want them to keep cranking it out because those are the only stable AAA games that Xbox has right now.
Well, you remember I said that what would you like to see 343 or the Coalition?
Is that what you said, Z? Did you say that?
No.
He didn't say that. No, in response to what he said, that was the answer. And to my memory, you were part of that squad.
No, that was not part of that. And I would love to see me saying that.
Hey, listen, before you
now, what I did say is when somebody said Coalition should no longer develop Gears, I said, no, leave them on Gears and build more studios. Fix the problem at the root, which is manpower.
Before you purchase yourself, just know that anything you say today can't ever be used against the show. Hold on, let me pay these bills real quick. Just something they sent these messages. Read the free messaging app, and like I said again, it won't cost you a dime. My man John Worm said, "Why do you question Gears quality, even if you know it's going to be fire?" Bourbon 32 says, "Z, I see where you're coming from, but I don't want devs being forced to make certain games. But somebody gotta swing for the fences with AAA wise." And I'm sorry, I just came back. I left when I said, you know what I mean. When I asked you, maybe you may have asked to answer the question, but I didn't hear. I had to go turn the fan off. Like I was asking as an Xbox guy, as a fan, how does what as that's not like sacrilegious to you to say, hey, that maybe you can get a PlayStation 4 having Halo, or or Forza. Like I'm asking, how does it feel? And I understand about the money thing. And I don't give a fuck about that.
I mean, I get it. It's a weird concept to grasp. I completely understand why people are like in shock over it. But until it happens, for one, I'm not worried about it because people have been talking about this since the Halo 2 days. They were saying that was going to come to PS2. It's one of those things where if it happens, I'm still going to play it on Xbox or wherever else I want to play it. Like, who gives a shit? Like, I can play it where I want to play it.
So you're fine with owning a $500 box without any exclusive software? What's the purpose of buying a box?
I didn't buy the X. I got a PC. I could play everything on the Xbox and PS4 almost on the PC. I still don't do it.
I'm talking about console. I'm talking about console.
What do you mean? Like a lot of people.
I always see you on your Xbox. I'm not saying that you don't game on PC, but I always see you online with your box. What I'm saying is, what is the incentive to buy a quote unquote Scarlett, whatever the case, if you have a $12,000 PC and you can play Halo on the PlayStation 5. It's basically what I'm saying.
It's the same reason that I won't play Halo on my PC when Master Chief Collection comes with PC.
Okay, shout out to Stop Doc, says it was good, fan. Okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying? Like think about it this way. And I know there's people out there watching right now that will get this. If God of War or Spider-Man came to PC or Xbox in some alternate universe, there's people that would still play it on their PS4.
Yeah, but wouldn't that the fact that it is on the potentially more popular system would mean that there's less incentive to buy the less popular system at the moment, which is the Xbox. And if there's less Xboxes out there, does not mean there's less support that particular box is going to get. Like, we already got people rumbling about Final Fantasy VII. You know what I'm saying? You had Jez Gordon himself, and they just coming from this side, but you had Jez Gordon himself has said, because there's less saturation, you're getting less support. So isn't that a problem when you're like you got everything everywhere? Do you see that as a problem at all?
That's completely fine. If that's just his opinion, that's his opinion. My opinion is that until that really, and now traditionally Japanese games and games of that style.
Hit the like button. The damage control is about to start. Hit the goddamn like. Hit the like button. Let me pay these bills.
All right, tell me if I'm wrong. Has Japanese games sold like shit on Xbox traditionally?
Listen, I don't know the numbers.
Monster Hunter
sold okay, yeah.
Resident Evil 2
but what else besides like Final? Okay, let me say this: Final Fantasy games, have they traditionally come or sold well on Xbox?
Well, that's because they never released day and date. I'm talking about games that released day
Final
and date
Fantasy
that were
15
like.
did.
It broke over 1 million.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 15 release day and date.
It broke over 1 million. I don't know whatever.
Yeah. So and two, look at what they said in the past, and this is not the first time Square's done this. They said play it first on PlayStation.
Okay. No problem.
Right now they've changed that completely. If you go and look, I think what they're doing is they won't even talk about the PC version right now. That's something else you need to consider. They are talking about the PS4 version because they don't want you to hold off and not buy that shit when it comes out.
Oh,
it's common sense for anyone.
We back to talk about Obama birth certificate. Hold on, let me pay this bill.
Let me pay this bill real quick.
Okay,
all right, this distinguished gentleman, J Dub with the $5 against this. Ask this motherfucking Elvis Presley fuck dude why he and his crew continue to sell Xbox snake oil after 6 years of straight L's. Do he feel any remorse? Fuck dude.
That's funny that Jay brings up snake oil because I remember him stalking me with one of the sock accounts, putting up a picture of me talking about Bleeding Edge being made by a smaller studio and how I was lying about that and how I was lying about it being a second team.
You have proof on that, Diller, before you slander this distinguished
gentleman? I actually posted that proof thanks to the Iron Lords who did an interview with the creative director of Bleeding Edge who confirmed everything I said.
It was the distinguised gentleman J Dub.
Right. Yes, it was J Dubs.
I don't know how you're going to attack that very powerful,
exactly.
He's in the pockets. I get it.
That very powerful, wealthy black man like that. You better keep it cool.
It's horrible, man.
It is what it is. Like, if motherfuckers stop coming at me, I'm good. All right?
All right, hold on. Shout out to Orion. He said, Dealer, do you still see no difference between 720p and 1080p, Dealer?
Oh, God.
Just more anti-Ellison, right?
more propaganda. More propaganda.
Hey, Dealer, I'm telling you right now, before you perjure yourself, just say you said some wild shit back. I didn't confess my sins. I came out and said Sony is the true king of the North, and I pay the Kratos 3 times a day. So before you go on this motherfucking perjuring yourself, just know they're gonna chop this shit up. It don't even be me.
Hey, I've already crushed people by linking them to what I actually said, and it was that at a distance, there wasn't much of a difference. Okay, and that's an actual fact. Yeah. So you can go research that.
All right. Okay.
And I knew that years ago, and dudes are still too fucking stupid to know that to this day. It's funny.
All right. Hey, listen, do me a favor. Hit the like button, man. Shit about to go left. Hit the like button, please.
Shit.
I got over 200 people.
You gotta notice, though, every time something's brought up by some dickface in the chat, it's always a half-truth. You motherfuckers is on some Fox News shit right now.
So you said they're reading the Bible. So a man was...
Yeah, go actually seek out some actual... go see what was said by the source, all right?
Okay.
He called y'all mutants in the chat. He called y'all
a bunch of mutants. Pay this man some more money. Give me some more questions.
Also, let me just a free message in that. I want to get with the topic of the show.
Hey, Diller, you got a side chick in the chat. This Inferno Blur. Who's that?
I have no clue.
Right. Every three.
Hey! Just keep in mind that I've been around longer than most of you motherfuckers. These people know who I am.
So I ain't going nowhere. So get used to me. Oh, geez, look at me and see I'm what I used to be.
Hey, I'm OG on this channel. You new motherfuckers, come on now.
He's a dope dealer and he's a broad dealer.
And he don't trust no type of dealer since he got
pimping all the
his hand.
Hey, I'm just playing with these people. Just like, come on, it's all fun.
Okay, here I got one more in the free. Shout out to you guys. But look again, they're sending me these messages right here via the free messaging app. There's something else ringing in my ear. Let me get that right quick. McNeil J. Chris Diller, word on the street is you put that Ryzen chip in D back and got him running wild here and laughing my ass off.
Oh wow, that was a little bit weird.
Okay, hold on. This again, they were sending me these messages with the free messaging app. Hold on right quick. This comes from my man DiddyDowdy.com. He says, "Hey, Diller and Colt, have you no shame? That motherfucker Colt said he was going to spend 100 hours playing Crackdown 3, and he barely worked 35 minutes.
He took a big L on that, and he even made fun of himself the other day for saying that. So it is what it is, guys. Move on and stop stalking motherfuckers, okay?
All right, but anyway,
weird ass motherfuckers.
Hold on, did you get McNeil J. Chris? Look, McNeil J. Chris with the $5 says, Diller, word on the street is that you putting that Ryzen chip and D back got him running wild.
He read that one. That was that weird comment.
All right, but okay, we're moving right along. Now you did a video. Phil did an interview on one of those German or Tibetan websites, and had to be translated 4 or 5 times, right? On the PC website, and remember when they talked about the Scissor Road to Scarlett, they talking about 4 times the power.
Mm-hmm.
So that stuck out. So like that 4 times.
He actually gave a little bit of clarification on that. Yeah.
So what does he mean, and what could we expect when you talking about 4 times the power? Talk to me.
Now, obviously, we know that the hard drive by itself is going to be several times faster than that. Basically, I'm going to sum it up, and it's all right there. It's all in the video. It's all in writing. Phil says that there are so many things going on with this box that it's very complicated to sum up exactly how much more capable it is. And the same thing will be true for the PS5, right? But when regarding the 4 times more performance, he says that part of the statement was strictly down to the CPU. If you remember, I said right after they said that, I said, no, the GPU will not be 4 times more powerful. Plan on somewhere around just under 2 times or about 2 times faster. But the CPU is the true quantum leap there. And he said that is a strictly CPU statement. And that's good news for anybody who likes frame rates or advanced physics or volumetrics or anything, man. It's really good news for anybody planning on buying a PS5 or an Xbox because we know they're running the same architecture.
Okay. All right. So in layman terms, like what does this mean? You're saying. Here's the thing. I hear a lot
of motherfucker said incorrect. No, not incorrect. You're going from fucking dog shit Jaguar to Zen 2, buddy. Not incorrect. Trust me.
Here's a question I have for you, and already we have. Even though not to take shots anyway, I've seen D do a couple of videos in code about who's going to have hardware ray tracing, and when it's going to have a software implemented thing, right? Whatever the case might be.
Mm-hmm. And there's a hybrid ray tracing as well.
Yeah, okay. Here's my question, right? And I really don't think it's going to make a difference. Just say if the Xbox indeed is more powerful than the PlayStation 5 by 1 T-flops or 0.5, whatever the case.
Yep.
And Microsoft is saying here, no generation left behind. They talking about they're using some software to recognize whatever console you have and it's going to upscale or downscale, right? And I'm not going to say that Sony's not going to be doing some cross-gen development, you know what I mean? But
they definitely will.
But at one point, Sony's going to cut the tie. I said by like 2021, right? And they're going to be developing games strictly from the ground up to take advantage of all the PS5 hardware. And their games still going to look graphically better than what Sony Xbox, especially talking about hardware, always be software. So if you build from the ground up to take advantage of that, and you're talking about 6 or 7 different iterations, you got PC, you got the 2013 model, you got the S, you got the SAD, you got the X. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to even matter.
We already talked about this last time I was on here. We've been dealing with compatibility for decades on PC.
Okay.
So this scalability combined with Game Core, which is software designed to deal with scalability and make this easier. What I mean, people in the chat might not, right? So this is who I'm talking to.
Okay.
I'm not worried about the way the games will look. People said the same thing with consoles in the past. All the X and the Pro are going to make everything look worse. No, like they look great. Now, when you're talking about the amount of time that studios are going to spend with cross-gen and all that, that's all variable. I can't sit here and tell you X or Y because I don't know yet, but I'm not going to fear-monger it. I definitely have confidence in the new boxes. The PS5 and next Xbox are going to be monsters. I don't care if they have cross-gen titles for 4 years. I'm still getting a PS5. I'm still getting an Xbox.
Okay, that's not this is what I'm saying. All right. I understand what I'm saying. You may have a GTX 1080. I may have a GTX 1060, right? We both can play the same game. Of course, yours is going to be a little shinier, right? I understand how that works, right? But it's a lot different if somebody, because on PC you have 1,000.
So you're saying built from the ground up just for PS5 compared to Xbox One, Xbox One X?
Yes.
Because remember, the X1 and the S, I mean, all this stuff's very similar. So it's not like they develop for each SKU. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get what you're saying there. But we don't know anything about that right now. We do not know how they're going to approach that. And actually, I don't know how invested Microsoft is in keeping backwards compatibility going for a long time, meaning the older systems will still work with all the new games. I think they'll leave that up to developers. And if a developer chooses to do that on the X1, they will choose to do that with the PS4 more than likely.
Well, I'm not even talking about homie pages, but very quick. Phil lies more than a Catholic priest, so how can we believe what he said? Even if the Xbox 2 is more powerful and cheaper, it's still going to hold its L. Fuck nigga, listen here. This is what I'm saying, and I get that what you're saying, right? I'm not, and I understand that third party plays a pivotal role. You know what I mean? Between both the X and the PS4, you have a combined community, maybe say 150, 160 million consoles, right? And it's not like last generation when one console was using PowerPC, the other one was using the cell processor. They all are x86. I get that. And I don't think engines are going to change next generation, so I get that. But I'm saying, as far as Sony with their first party, I'm just talking about exclusive to exclusive, right? You know what I mean? I'm not talking about the multi-class. I'm talking about exclusive to exclusive.
Oh, you're talking about the exclusives will look better.
Yeah. So, and again, it's gonna be this thing now because it's like here's the thing: I bought a $500 goddamn console, right? And you look at God of War on the 2013 hardware, shits on, what Microsoft has produced or released on this $500 goddamn box. I don't see that issue changing.
But has Microsoft really released anything in that vein since 2017?
Oh, well,
no.
Gears is coming out?
Yeah, exactly. Gears is coming out. I mean, have you not seen the real-time cinematics? I mean, it looked damn good, does it not?
Well, compare that.
That's over YouTube.
No, I'm saying compare that to The Last of Us 2. It's night and day.
I mean, Last of Us 2 looks phenomenal. Yes, but Last of Us 2's also had since 2013, 2014 as well in development by the most talented studio on the planet. So I'm going to consider things like that. I'm not making excuses. I want Coalition to...
Hey, are we back to question Obama's birth certificate again, Diller? Is that what we're doing here?
You got to stop bringing that shit up. You know I don't fuck with that dude.
Hey, listen, but I'm just saying, this is what I'm saying, because again, right? I'm not even talking about talent or whatever the fuck the case may be. I'll give you an example. Maybe you may feel me with this, right? And I'm not even. And listen, I can be subjective.
This motherfucking chat. Says the PS5 is more powerful when you sign the contract. No, for the same reason that I didn't sign the contract in 2013. Same reason Zaire didn't sign the contract in 2013.
You talking about? I've been a PlayStation.
He's talking about a contract with the PS5.
Y'all didn't know.
Wait. I've been a PlayStation 2. I was a double goddamn.
Oh, okay. The whole time, yeah.
What's wrong with you, Dylan? Don't fuck up my money.
Let me read the super chat. We got the homie Ishan Rashid with the $2. Oh no, he already read that.
Oh, hang on. J-Dub's brought up some dumb shit. I wanted to actually talk about this because he's telling everybody that he offered me a job. The motherfuckers do realize I only talked to this weirdo in a party one time, right? And he was making fun of people that were basically doing Patreon and stuff.
Let me read the exact.
Now, read it out so I can destroy it.
He said, ask motherfucking Diller if he still wants a job washing my drawers and shining my shoes. My Lamborghini dirty. It needs washing.
You won't be bastard
fraud. Oh, shit.
Yeah, this dude's a weirdo. So apparently he's telling people he offered me a job. I only talked to this motherfucker one time.
He said your lights were off and you were
of course he did.
And you were going through famine. You were going through famine.
Yeah, so he never offered me a job. It's yet another lie from our boy J-Dub. And that's, it is what it is. This weirdo offered me a job.
I'm gonna tell you what he told me, Dylan. What he told me, Dylan, I ain't gonna lie. I know my antagonist question. He said you and y'all were going through famine, right?
I was what?
You was going through famine,
right? Going through famine, man.
What the fuck's that mean?
Jesus.
Oh shit!
Starving. Let me tone down my vocabulary.
He said I was starving.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And your trailer was leaking and all types of holes in your trailer, right? He stepped in like a good Christian brother and gave you a blank check. You said you took that goddamn check and blocked them on Twitter.
Lord, that's hilarious.
So for one, since we're talking about J-Dub, let's clear up all the propaganda and bullshit he spread about me on this channel. Apparently, never offered me a job. He blocked me on Twitter first. And that's the end of it. All right? Don't want to hear about it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you never heard that before, did you? All right. Didn't think so.
I don't know. I like listen, I'll tell you lies more than telling the truth. I like the lie better. That's funny. But anyway, he's my financial advisor, my spiritual backer, so I got to roll with him, Dylan. I'm sorry. He pays the bills right here. Now, with that being said, though, all right, so I forgot what we were talking. We were talking about, again, like I said, I'm sorry, I wanted to give you an example, right? They show, and I can be subjective here, and I'm not a big Halo guy, right? But this is where I'm going with this, right? You remember when they showed The Last of Us 2, was it E3 2018, right? Mm-hmm. Last it was 2018, right? I had motherfuckers actually arguing with me.
Didn't they showed it at PSX first, right?
No, I'm just talking about the trailer that they showed at E3 2018. We actually got to see some gameplay, right?
No, the gameplay demo, yeah. Good.
And you had motherfuckers saying, no way, that got to be a PS5 dev kit. Then Digital Foundry came out and confirmed, no, that was running on their PlayStation 4 Pro, right? Now, again, Microsoft showed Halo Infinite at this E3. It's coming out, launching with Xbox Scarlett. That, to me, didn't scream next generation.
Okay, well, I mean, no matter what I say, it's just going to be damage control. So, Last of Us 2 looked phenomenal. I agree.
No. I'm not trying to put you, Johnny, on the spot. No longer am I asking you about Obama's birth certificate. No, what I'm saying is that this is what I'm saying, Diller. Is that when I seen that, you know what I mean, or whatever.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Okay.
You know, when you double a frame rate, it effectively halves the effectiveness of a still image, right? Halo Infinite was running at 60 FPS in real time. What frame rate does Last of Us run at?
Most likely 30.
It is 30. It's run at 30.
Okay.
So at the same time, how much better would Infinite have looked if it had 30 frames per fucking second, essentially going from somewhere around 8 teraflops to up around 12 in basically visual terms, to put into visual effects?
Hey, dealer.
I believe it would have looked drastically better, and I would rather have that 60 FPS any day. I'll play Last of Us. If it does have a 60 frames mode on PS5 when it gets patched, which it probably will, I'll play it at that no matter what the resolution is. I want the frame rate.
I'm sorry. I've known you for a very long time, and I forgot to tell you the rules. So this is a drug-free environment.
And we know D-Batch brings that crack pipe on set for y'all to do.
Hey, take it easy on D-Batch.
Hey, yo, so you said that...
Hey, you the one that said he got excited.
Hey, yo,
we used to go back and forth on Beastfire because we disagreed on, things. And
anybody that knows anything, this is going to be a 4K switch. Listen,
oh my God!
Listen,
he said that shit years ago. Come on, drop it.
Listen,
the internet never goes away.
Look, let me say this right. I don't think the fact because the frame rate was double, it has anything with its steady.
Yeah, it does because if they half the frame rate, they could double the visual effects.
But
that's my point.
Well, here's the thing: you have some engines that are GPU heavy, right? Then you have some engines again that are CPU heavy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're talking about the textures and stuff with shaders, what gives a game the graphics. You mean to tell me because one was in 60, that's why I didn't look better?
No, don't dumb it down to that because that's not what I said.
No, I'm asking you.
The same reason that I didn't say that other shit, fucking whatever shit I said last time when here motherfuckers already took it.
You're saying a lot of shit right now. You told me
all I'm saying is that I think that if they would have showed off, I think that it's a 60 frames game. I think that takes priority. And two, I actually thought it looked pretty damn good. I'm not saying it looked better than Last of Us. I have seen neither of them in person nor finished. I think both will look better by release.
God damn, dog. Hey, Diablo, listen here, brother. Listen here. Listen. I know you voted for Trump, and I know you get Obamacare.
I did not. Stop saying that,
I know you voted for Trump and secretly receiving Obamacare. You ain't about to come up here and tell me because one was 60, one was 30. That's why I look better graphically. We ain't about to do that.
Let's stop slandering the god of Halo. Stop slandering Halo, all right?
Yeah, I get nothing here. Stop this motherfucker understands what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but
now, to be fair, no, he is right, though. If
shit.
Halo was 30 FPS, Z, that shit would look better. Look at Halo 5. Everything on the cutscenes were 30 FPS for a reason.
Hey, Nev, you...
But no. But you're not wrong either.
It's like Halo 5, right? You nailed it right there. Yep. Halo 5 cutscenes, those real-time cinematics, half the frame rate.
They did a lot of shit in Halo 5.
Nev, nobody told you to bring your Tony Robbins down the middle ass down here. Get the hell out of here.
Fair.
We bringing out the steel gas.
Said no.
This motherfucker came straight from church. Here, all right?
Hey, Nev is preaching the truth,
Halo Infinite, right? That was on the next-gen hardware. The Last of Us 2 was on the PS4 Pro.
Ooh. Okay.
So we have to throw that argument out the window.
Huh? Oh, shit. Okay.
I'm saying both of them look really, really good. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we saw a think about it too. What we saw from Last of Us, also from a level perspective, was not just an inside of a pelican and a walking part, right? So it had a lot more of the art design and stuff going on there. I need 343 to step that up. Hopefully, there's some really cool landscapes to go in Halo.
If you watch the Digital Foundry breakdown, they do actually a lot of next-gen stuff. It's just not quite as eye-popping. Everything in that game is 60 FPS.
But listen, fuck all that. Fuck Halo. That game, listen, check it out. With The Last of Us, right? That game was so stunning. You had the developers from fucking
they got
from Tomb Raider saying no way in hell that's real.
They said they cheated and got exposed.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's not even close. Like one is again supposed to be running on next, but I'm basically
nobody's questioning how good Last of Us looks.
No, this is
it
what
looks
I'm
amazing.
And I get it, and I'm being subjective here or objective because I'm not a Halo guy, but I can give props where props are due. But one was running on a next generation, supposedly PC or whatever, right? What I'm saying, forget the frame rate. Me looking at that, if you didn't say that, hey, that's next generation hardware, software, and you would have said it was the X or the S, I'd have been no wiser. Looking at the Last of Us 2, what I'm saying is, you had motherfuckers arguing and saying that was a PS5 dev kit.
You know exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Halo didn't look. I'm not even a Halo god. I'm just saying.
I think it'll look that good on the base PS4.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's a huge contrast. But basically, what I'm trying to say in the grand scheme of things, even if the X is a little bit more powerful, right? I don't think it's going to make a difference because what they're putting out, especially first party wise, it's going to. And I'm not talking what you prefer, what's fun in single player, multiplayer, or one and done. It's going to be we judge games by what we see. it's going to be head and shoulders.
Let me ask you this real quick.
Over what they have.
Do you not think that there's probably people out there that would compare Last of Us 2 to even might even say Horizon Zero Dawn looked better than Last of Us 2?
Wait, what?
Horizon Zero Dawn is beautiful.
Horizon Zero. I just got done playing this game. It looks really fucking good.
This? We can even do like this. Horizon Zero Dawn looks better than anything graphically on the Xbox.
But Horizon Zero Dawn also looks better than things like perhaps The Last of Us 2.
I don't know about that.
It's close. It's close. You got to give me that.
You
motherfuckers need to go back and play that shit again because it looks really good.
Wait, I'm gonna play it on the screen here, brother.
No, that shit's like photorealistic.
Yeah, that was some other shit. Now, Dylan,
I don't know, man. Maybe people in the chat might see where I'm coming from here.
The way you had, I watched the Digital Foundry breakdown of the Decima engine and the use of it on Horizon Zero Dawn. The way they compared that and they talked about The Last of Us 2, I mean, it was two totally different worlds. You know what I mean? So no, Last of Us 2 is definitely going to look better.
I mean, I think that it will look better. I'm just saying it looked very similar to me in terms of how impressed I am when I look at it. It's not like I'm thinking, oh, this one's running on the base PS1 and this one's running on, the new title and potentially,
I think
PS4 Pro. You get what I'm saying? Like, just because it's this or that.
I think the fidelity is a little richer. But here's my question to you, Diller. All right, so
wait, are you looking at the podcast, Dylan?
Yeah, look at the podcast, but
if you can.
That's leaps and bounds.
Hey, listen, Diller. Now I told your ass this was a drug-free environment. I told you something questioning Obama's.
Look at them damn graphics right there.
I told you something questioning Obama's birth certificate. Are you looking at screen?
And look at that.
Let me look at what you're talking about.
Blood, unlike Gears, they actually showing blood.
Let me wind back a little bit. I want you to look at this. Right?
They ain't censoring blood.
Oh, hang on, I got a commercial here, Z.
Hold on,
you guys have to fill me in with this Gear shit. Is the game rated T or is it still rated M?
Let me know when you get
it's still rated.
You got the cutscene with the girls making out on here right now.
No, I don't. We passed that. But look now.
No,
I just want to make sure it sounds not coming through.
I turned the volume off, but I'm gonna play it now. Look. You see that? Do you see that?
Nath is still rated M, but it might be rated T after a couple months.
Hold on 1 second, Trey. Dilla, do you see that?
Yeah, I see it. I mean, I think it looks great.
Now, you gonna tell me it's because that's 30 frames and Halo is 60?
No. You're oversimplifying it once again.
Now, I told you
I'm saying that if they had an extra 30 frames to throw into any
Stop
game,
questioning Obama's birth certificate. I done told your ass, Dylan.
Hey, Z, you know that towel that D was waving around off air? That might have got that Diller, man.
Dylan said, no one's gonna believe you.
I swear to God.
That motherfucker said 60. Hey, we ain't about to do that shit, Dylan. No, that's again. Now,
I did not just boil it down to it's double the frame rate. I'm just saying that it could look better if it was 30 frames and at least going slow or sit still. Yes, I think so.
You talk about Last of Us?
No, I'm talking about Halo. If they had an additional 30 frames worth of processing to put into the visual effects, it could obviously look better. That's common sense.
It would.
Which one are we talking? We talking about?
It's the same reason that all the cutscenes in most of these 60 frames games come down to 30 FPS.
But my question is, why would if you're at the biggest stage? Now this has to be a concern, and I want to get your thoughts on this. If you're at the biggest stage, you just tooted that this is going to be the biggest E3, and you got 14 brand new games, and you know how that translate to the hardcore. That we're going to see some big AAA shit, and you know that we're Fidelity Hawks, right? The Fidelity Hawks are watching this, right? The non-sugar diabetes. Why would you run it at 60 frames? Why wouldn't you want the best fidelity to show through? People are watching this on Mixer. Why do you think they went with that decision?
Same reason they ran the engine at 60 frames last year, because the Halo it's a high frame rate game going forward. So, I mean, no matter what, they didn't go for maximum fidelity, or obviously they would have done what you did or showed a cutscene or whatever. But they wanted to kind of run everything. They did actually show a cutscene, but even that was running at 60 FPS in real time. So I'm glad the frame rate.
Yeah, you look right, because the Halo engine, what they did now is it's a 60 FPS engine. Like in Halo 5, the reason it didn't have a split screen is because they couldn't do split screen without going down to 30 frames. So the 30 frames, it breaks the game. Like they've done experiments where they do a whole bunch of explosions and shits, gets it down to 30 frames, the game literally starts breaking.
But for a tech demo, or not a tech demo, but for an E3 demo, You couldn't slow it down to 30 and
I
bring
mean,
out
they
some
could have,
fidelity.
I guess,
Hey,
but I
yo,
mean,
I
at
ain't
the
gonna
same
lie.
time, if it would have
Yeah,
come out and
everything
been
in the
30
game can be
frames, 60
60.
frames, or
Yeah,
not
but
looking
yeah,
I
show
ain't
the
gonna
trailer,
lie,
you know.
bro. You tried it.
I mean, I guess on the surface it sounds silly, but if you think about the result, like, you know, now you got your biggest show that you waited till the end of the show to show. Say that fast 5 times, and that it didn't resonate well, right? So it didn't resonate as well as they would have liked it to. Definitely,
We needed to see some gameplay.
Okay.
yeah,
All right,
and that
Yeah.
too.
All right, moving on. All right, yo, are you fun? You finished with the damage control now?
I ain't
Go ahead.
damage control
But
shit,
before
motherfucker.
you move on, hold on. There's some bills to pay though. We
right.
can do Chris Jude with the 499. Microsoft put 343 a team. The A team to help with the Bambi project, the B team to make Halo Infinite, A team to shooter with the 199. D, check your phone. I guess you have a DM or something.
Okay. I'm checking my phone now. All right. Hold on 1 second.
The Bambi, fucking Bambi.
Yeah, I mean,
Speaking about the whole gear censorship, so the game is still rated M, right?
The one in Halo 5 is 4K in the most.
If the game's still rated M, if there's still blood, actually there is blood.
I
I'm
think
not even
there
worried.
is. Right now there
I'm
is.
not even worried about that. Then.
Top dog in the chat. He never comes on my show anymore. I don't know why. He said he got
You
blocked.
know what?
by
You know what?
somebody.
You know what? He said because the man already has diabetes, right?
Nah,
So
he
listen,
said he
has
said
high
that, he said that I
cholesterol.
always talked about how I hated the way Horizon Zero Dawn looks. No.
I'm gonna tell you what. I talk to Top Dog all the time. He said he used to enjoy your content, right? But then he's like, he's
He said that we aren't talking about VR enough, so he's done listening.
no,
I said,
he's
okay.
an older black gentleman who has high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and you motherfuckers ain't doing nothing much on but diabetic game. You trying to take his
He's
life.
2 Skittles
Yeah,
away.
that gave
from,
him a 2-liter
being
Mountain Dew
bedridden.
with half a pound of sugar and a bag of Twizzlers. You're trying to kill him, he said. He done lost. I sighting his up right out. Shout out to my man Ashan Rashid. He said, as a tech guy, Xbox, what's that? Zilatory is embarrassing. PlayStation 1 first party is the standard of rendering, while Xbox is comprising IPs into T rating. Here's a question for you, dealer.
Right, as a balanced human that doesn't have my head up Sony's ass or Xbox's ass, I can tell you that statement seems pretty
Hey,
fucking
he said,
ridiculous.
check my phone. He said the only Halo was 4K 60. The Halo was 4K 60. The only one is Halo 5, 4K 60. The most
Halo
rated-
5 isn't even 4K 60, so it tells you how much these motherfuckers know. Halo 5 scales as low as like fucking almost 4.4 million pixels. So once again, you know, motherfuckers don't know shit, and they think they do.
Okay, but my question is to you, right? I get all the bills, and again, I wanted, to ask you, because I want to get to the last thing here. I'm not going to try to have you here all day. Listen, guys, do me a favor. I got over 250 people here, only got 80 likes. Hit the like button for me, right? And then again, thank you, Dill. You've been nothing but a gentleman and a scholar. You've been a liar, but you've been a scholar for the most part.
What the fuck ever?
For the most part, you've been a gentleman and a scholar.
Uh-huh.
All right, so now, again, with that being said, right? Y'all guys get D-Web? Microsoft Studios devs can't focus on graphics. They're too busy removing offensive stuff like cigarettes in their hardcore games. Like, any thoughts about that?
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
this
was
is
reading.
what I want to say about that real quick. So we talk about censoring, right? With Sony censored this anime game. Sony censored Devil May Cry and shit. All right, fine. If you complained about that, FC Violent, I hope you hold the same energy for right here. All right, I'm cool with you, FC Violent. But you gotta hold the same energy.
So what did they censor and where?
So Sony apparently censored like anime games and Devil May Cry with the ass crack and shit, right?
They
You made a whole
censored the
big-
ass crack.
Yeah, they censored a whole ass crack.
Oh
So he
man,
made a big deal about that. I didn't give two shits.
he
Now
made
they're
a big
gonna
deal
censor
about it.
Gear
I don't
5,
pay attention to Twitter.
Whatever, right? No cigarettes. I don't know what they're doing. Vaping, right?
Okay.
That's cool. I don't give a shit. But FC Violent, you better speak up because Microsoft's censoring apparently.
So now Microsoft is changing cigarettes to vaping.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
At
what
least
the
that's
fuck
what I
is up with
gathered.
it? Yeah, listen. I know you said you're excited about the future. You know something that's coming around the corner. You was born.
What game is this we're talking about?
This is
Gears
Gears.
5?
Gears 5.
They take out the
Gears
cigars and give
5.
motherfucking e-cigarettes, right?
Yeah, that sounds fucking stupid.
Okay, but what we're going to get wet there. But my question is to you, right? You said you're excited to what's coming around the corner. You was born with your third eye open, your pen again, and you get high on DMT all day, every day. You can see the future, right? I can dig it, right? You're excited about the future. What makes you excited about the future for Microsoft? Because
Hang on, I'm reading this comment from a guy called Uncompetitive. We're having an uncompetitive conversation here.
Don't
He
worry
says
about
that I talk on many subjects that I don't know anything, and he does say that Halo 5 is 4K 60 native on the Xbox One X. This is not true. Go watch the Digital Foundry analysis where they confirm that it scales down.
They didn't
Okay?
update it on the X.
Yeah, it scales
They
down
did,
to
but it's
almost,
not
it
full
scales down to
4K.
about 4.4 million pixels. That is not native uncompetitive.
Okay.
All right, so fucking read something, Jesus.
All right. So my question is to you. You said you're excited about the future, right? Now, what studios is this? Because if you're looking at the studios that they have, they make again,
I'm just gonna list them off. I'll answer the question. 343, the Coalition,
Halo.
Turn 10, Playground Games.
All right.
They've also got Ninja Theory. They've also got Obsidian. Those are all big studios.
Okay, Obsidian.
That's 6 big studios right there. Much of them are working on more than one project.
Okay, hear me out. This one. Okay, stop at Obsidian, right? They just bought Simply Few or Simply somebody that's doing Psychonauts.
Fucking, I don't remember the name either.
Okay,
I wasn't
all right.
happy with that acquisition myself.
Okay, fine. You know, if people like the game, here's the thing, right? And again, just like I said, just say I know some people that know some people, right? Microsoft is poisoning themselves to be the biggest or the largest third-party publisher next generation. The reason why I say that, and they say men lie, women like numbers don't lie, they pay upward to $13 million to buy back the publishing for Psychonauts 2 and still develop it on the PlayStation 4. Obsidian's new game is called.
Schaefer spoke out on that. They have backers and they have obligations they have to stick to. So we'll have to go there because
I'm saying they spent $13 million to buy it back. Okay, that's a fact.
No, the backer is a backer. Like they're gonna get what they wanted, and at least when this first game, I don't give a shit where it goes. No. But at least with this first game, it's going to PS4, right?
Here's the thing. But I'm saying, here's the thing, right? You need to have a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe. Ask those motherfuckers that back Shenmue 3 on Kickstarter. Okay, they paid back upwards of $13 million. What I'm telling you, to buy back the publishing, and still, so they $13 million. They can pay whoever they have to pay. They put it back. They still to put it on the PS4, right? This is what I'm saying. Don't be surprised if Obsidian's next game outside of the Outer Worlds is a multi-plat game. What's the reason? Here's my thing again. Hear me out. What's the biggest game in the world?
The Outer Worlds is a multi-plat game.
No, I said outside of the. So don't be surprised if the Obsidian's next game outside of the Outer Worlds, it's a multi-plat game. I'm not talking about coming to PC.
That would be interesting because Microsoft bought publishing rights for the sequel, and you're right. That was a possibility, and that's something I was thinking of. But I also thought, why pay all this money and buy out the contract for sequel rights from Private Division and stuff if you don't give a shit where it goes?
Because again, they make more money as being the publisher and owner of the game.
But they don't know how well the game would do or any of that. They're already putting money on a sequel that they don't even know how the first damn game's going to do. Like, it just doesn't seem smart.
But okay, hear me out.
Yeah, but they don't know how well the stuff is going to do on all these platforms either. But they're just putting it out there. It's all about having access and connection to everything. Hey, Z, you might want to read Tiandra Willis' senior's comment. I don't want to fuck that up.
Okay, hold. Here I can right now. But what I'm saying is, we get that. I can't see it. What the hell is? What he put?
With the $5 holler.
What
up, Z?
Is Sean Rashid's a tech guy? No.
He says, "What's up, Z? Keep it
Tiandra
gaming."
Willis, that's my brother, man. What up, Z? Keep it gaming. All this opinions and arguments getting spooky. Damn, dog. Now listen, listen, Tiandre. Listen, this white motherfucker came up here. This powerful white man came up here and was questioning the birth of Obama.
People are actually
he was questioning.
I asked about part of the birther movement, bro.
He was questioning whether Obama was born in America. You know what type of shit show this is right here?
That is not true.
Hey, we got the tape. Listen, we got the tape. Now I'm gonna make this shit up. They're gonna believe me. Hold on. Gamer O'Malley said, "Dilla, can you admit that Phil should have fallen back from interviews and focus on game? He contradicts himself and adds people to losing faith." Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think that honestly, I think some of the leadership is a bit defensive over this E3 and the criticism they've gotten, and they shouldn't be. If there's any time to listen, it's now. And for all the people saying this E3 was great, gaming is for everyone. There's a reason these motherfuckers never said this once. E3 2017, E3 2018, because they actually had games that appealed to hardcore guys there, whereas this year we had a few. And there was no gameplay. No gameplay demos. People are getting through this loophole by saying, we did have gameplay. Showed a snippet here and a snippet there. Gameplay demos is what we're talking about. Like Last of Us showed a year and a half or whatever the fuck ago, a year ago. That's what we wanted from Gears of War at the very least. And when we didn't get that from Gears, we really needed it from Halo. And we still didn't get it from Halo. And at the end of the day, the conference was one of the worst they've ever had, in my opinion.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Phil, whoever. I don't give a shit if they talk anymore. I'm kind of like, whatever. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what they say anymore.
Okay. Can I throw this at you, Diller? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Z.
No.
Now, so All right, so we had Phil continuously say that each E3 was going to be better than this one when it's questionably, not even better than 2008.
Well, he never said that. He said that we have 14 first-party titles. They did, but what he doesn't understand
No.
is
He said repeatedly. We've showed the receipts. Oh, this E3, 2017 is going to be better than 2016, and so on and so on.
well, 17 was better than 16.
Okay.
True or false?
So now you question.
No, it wasn't false. It was very true.
2017 was a better year than 2016. I thought,
Xbox?
what came out
Yeah.
in 2017?
Yeah,
What they showed on the stage, what they showed on the stage at 17, Anthem was huge. There was Metro Exodus. There was a ton of games they
still
showed.
questioning the birth of Obama. What the fuck going on
No,
now?
my God.
Well, hold on. But you know how that resonates to the. They're talking about stuff tangible that they get in their hands.
And that's probably why he hasn't said that recently. But when he tells people there's 14 titles, the most we've ever had, that is going to get people hyped.
So let me, So let me stick with that. So he says that. Then he says things like, "I ain't got to sell you a console," and then he tries to backtrack from that. There's all this disconnect from the hardcore content wanter. You know what I'm saying? That's causing this rift in the community, right? Do you think that they need a change at the leadership, even if they look internally, like someone like Mike Ybarra? Now, hear me out, because the biggest thing that we've had to a hardcore new IP, even though it was time, was PUBG, and PUBG was a big deal, even if momentarily, right?
I didn't give two shits about it.
Well, that's you, but again, it sold 4 to 5 million, or had 4 to 5 million players in like 3 days, so it was a big deal for a lot of Xbox gamers. With that being said, do you think that maybe a Mike Ybarra, because I know he's been on your show recently, he's better tapped into the hardcore than
He
what
is.
Phil may
I
be?
think he is, yeah.
Okay.
Mike
Would you support him?
Ybarra is a gamer who has been pushing for bigger games at Microsoft. I know that for a fact.
Do you think that he would probably be better at the helm?
I don't know who would be better at the helm, honestly, because the person I picture being the best at the helm is the guy that's on, gaming every single day, but once kind of more story narrative driven type titles like Spider-Man, for instance, I enjoyed that game. I don't know, man. It's hard to tell because I don't really know any of these people. And I really don't think
but you know results, though. I mean, nobody, everybody is smart enough to know results.
Give him time to make up another goddamn lie. Pay these bills right there.
McNeil J. Chris says...
You got Sean Rashid before him.
Oh, Sean Rashid? Hold on. Oh, Sean Rashid. He said, no one said E3 was great. The only thing E3 reinforced that Xbox has no idea what its consumers want, and those Naughty Dog quality games aren't coming.
Yeah, no.
AP the shooter says, "Hey,
did he say that nobody said the E3 was great?" Because there's some frauds that saying E3 was great. 9.5 out of 10.
Shout out to my brother Tim. Tim was high. Tim was on the.
Tim gave it a 7. Tim gave it a 7.
No, Tim gave it Tim gave it an 8 right after that.
No, he lowered it.
That was before we talked him off the ledge, man.
Yeah, Tim was talking about Tim went to sleep right after stuff like Cyberpunk 2077.
Now, what had happened was Tim called me after the show. And I talked to him a little bit, and he's like, "Yeah, that was a 7." Even though I gave
Tim
it a 6.
was fucking sleep when the devil's dandruff. Listen to me. That's my bro. He argued me down for a half hour to my own game. Microsoft knocked it out of the park. You spoke to him after I spoke to Tim directly after E3 when he woke up.
As soon as he woke up.
Oh, how about
the devil's dandruff is in here in person.
Hey, how about McNuff and hop back in? You get AP the shooter. You got him.
Oh yeah, AP the shooter says, "Hey yo, Diller. Do you be those Xbox onesies with the back out parties at Phil's house with post up? Because you two mofos seem like you know everything that fuck dude Phil says."
It's called reading AP the shooter. It's all there on Twitter.
Get Chris McNeil.
McNeil J. Chris says, "No smoking in Gears due to esports. Z, check your phone."
Yo, you said Gears 5.
No smoking in Gears due to esports.
Yeah, say Gears 5 removes depiction of smoking at the push from the Truth Initiative, Game Informer, for esports. And
we know they're angling this hard for esports, but they did take the cigarette out. But if you care, they did add Marcus's beard back in.
I just think, listen, there's one thing I want to say about Sony, and I want to get to this question I want to ask you. When Sony got hammered after the Paris Week show for showing that A Beyond Two Souls, and then B The Last of Us 2, when that Chinese woman was hanging up, and then so these ain't nothing but women abuse simulators or whatever, domestic violence abuse simulators, right? And Sony came with that motherfucker and say, "Oh, bitch, this is a game for adults, made by adults." And, you know what I mean? And again, that's one thing that
He's saying parents need to step up and be like, hey, this is an M on it. Fuck off.
No, but it's a game for adults made by adults. Like, you know what I mean, at the end of the day. But that's one thing I don't like about Microsoft. Here it is. You have a $1 trillion company, right? Not to brag about their money. And they're the hobo of gaming. And they're afraid of their own shadow. That's why I miss Donnie D. When I say be the behemoth you are, that was Donnie. Phil, not so fucking much. Let me ask you a question personally, right? Are you a fan of Phil Spencer? You know,
you do realize that Donnie's the one who turned it into the TV box, right?
Okay, fine, cool. But we'll get to that in a minute. Are you a fan of what Phil has done?
I'm a fan of everything hardware-wise that they've done. I'm not a fan of what I've seen for the last 3 years, software-wise.
So okay, all right. So okay, hardware. Now, you understand what the hardware that's attributed to Donnie? He wrote the check for that.
Either way, I mean, it was all let out. I mean, who knows what was attributed from the guy before Donnie, right? Like, we can't do that. We got to go off who's in power, right?
No, we know the budgets didn't go back
no.
It really doesn't matter when at the end of the day, Phil was there and this stuff happened. So
Phil's
I'm gonna
always
give
been
it.
there. No, what I'm saying is Phil's always been there. What I'm saying, because I actually do video. Remember the whole double stack GPU? I didn't understand how Microsoft spent $1.3 billion with AMD and walked away with a weaker console. Now, knowing, and again, you know, not to be too messy, speaking to people that know some people, that covered multiple SoCs. So it wasn't by chance that we got quote unquote these mid-gen refreshes. You know, these are they don't make knee-jerk reactions. You know what I mean? We all know the Wii U came out underpowered. Sony and Nintendo didn't go, oh shit, we had to go back to the lab and make a more powerful Wii U. No, it doesn't work like that. So it wasn't by chance again that we've gotten these mid-gen refreshes with these companies. We're going to get those regardless. But my question, like I said, what makes you a fan of Phil? Because it's all about the game. I'm not saying Donnie D was perfect. I'm not saying Donnie D didn't cheat on his wife. But under Donnie D, we had true Xbox exclusives. We had great third-party.
We had very few Xbox exclusives, and were carried primarily by third-party, just like the PlayStation was for a while.
Okay, I have something to contradict that.
I mean, think about it. Think about the games that Xbox actually developed first-party last generation.
Okay,
Name them.
No, okay, listen, hear me out, right? This generation.
Forza.
Okay,
some of the Gears of Wars. Not even all the Forza.
Listen,
not even all the Gears were first party.
I'm with you. Microsoft's strongest, they even goes back to the original Xbox, is that they did great second-party deals. Fable was a second-party deal. Gears of War was a second-party deal. Otogi was a second-party deal. They opened their checkbook, and I'm not negating any of that.
And they did at least that many with the one, but they didn't turn out to be as successful.
Okay, but again, Gears, you had Sunset Overdrive, you had Quantum Break, you had everything that we put on
Crackdown, you had Super Lucky's
Crackdown didn't come to Donnie. Donnie had shit to do with that.
No, I thought you were talking about the one. Sorry.
No, I ain't talking about the one. But the games that came up under Donnie D. You know what I mean? And then again, Phil became the first.
But Phil was the guy under Donnie, and he brought those to Donnie to sign into development.
I get that. You know what I mean? And Donnie wrote all.
Well, hold on. We can't do that because you just said it's all about the guy in charge at the moment, right? So we can't do that.
Either way, though.
We can't do that about the software.
Either way, my point. The reason I said that is because either way, it's the same damn thing. Like, you could do the reverse, what you guys are doing at that point in time, or we can do the whole go back in time, thing.
Let me finish. You're gonna see where I'm coming with this, right? I promise it ain't your question, right? I'm not gonna second guess your sexuality. I promise you, brother. This is what I'm saying, right? If it's all about the game, if God forbid if Phil Spencer was to die today, and we had to put on his tombstone, what games is he giving the Xbox One? I can tell you, Voodoo Vince, Phantom Dust with the original access, Recall,
Super Lucky Tail,
Disney Rush. Zoo Tycoon.
Trust me, I'm with you on this.
So my question is to you: when it's supposed to be all about the game, not because Phil hops in your party and says retweets your shit on Twitter about the games. What makes you have faith or sing his praise? Because everything that we don't like about this platform has come under him.
No, not everything. It's just primarily software.
What?
And unfortunately.
Okay.
And unfortunately, as we all know, software takes time to make, and we've been saying that for a while. I know, and that's why I'm not happy with the state of things. But in terms of hardware, it's the best it's ever been. In terms of flexibility and taking your purchases where you want, it's the best it's ever been. And when it comes to taking down paywalls and getting rid of bullshit on Xbox Live, it's the best it's ever been. You know, there's a lot of positives there too, but in terms of software, yeah, there's some negatives.
You said games take time to make, right?
They do.
All right, how about this, Bill? Now I hate the. Let me pay you $3 first. You know you done fucked up, right? Shout out to Birdman32. He said, hate to sound like a bot, but what we gonna act like The Last of Us one was first show had ish that never made it into the game. Dragon Flows and Halo Infinite could pass as a 360 game. Let's be real, dealer. Stop this nonsense with your lying eyes. I'm tired of you hanging with that coke smoking D-bag. Birdman32 put Phil Spencer needs to slap his PR team with his pin pan. And again, they sent all those disgusting remarks and right here via the free messaging app. I'm gonna leave the link right again. It's actually again.
I think
totally,
the PR team needs to slap Phil
because
and Diller, I've heard you go against Aaron Greensburg, and I was agreeing with that at first, but then I thought about it because when you look at last generation when Phil wasn't in charge, Aaron and old ass Major Nelson, they were on their A game. Talking shit.
Let me say this one thing. Hold up, right? All right, yeah, we talking about Phil, right? So, like I said, the things that we don't like under Phil, right? So I said under, we don't have marketing, we don't have third-party deals, we don't have thing consoles anymore. All
where's the Gears 5 marketing at?
Okay, that's another thing. You know, what I
like
mean?
we need some of that shit, right?
Yeah, so I'm saying all that again has come up under him. The thing I'm not saying that Donnie D was an angel that he didn't make any sense.
Absolutely not.
But if we're talking about games, when I'm saying everything that we're basically here fussing and fighting about or unpleased about, has come under Phil. Phil the X-Man Spencer. I'm going to make it up to you guys for not getting Street Fighter 5. We have yet to see that. There are going to be some PC exclusives and there are going to be some console exclusives.
You're preaching to the choir, man.
I get it. So what I'm saying is this. What makes you still sing his praise? Who sent you, nigga?
Sing his praise. I mean, when's the last time I'm singing his praise?
No, you just said it. You just said a bunch of positive
I mean, I ain't
things.
going to attack the guy. I've already voiced how I am not happy with software. That is the problem right now.
Where you voiced that at?
What do you mean? Watch any podcast over the past.
We ain't watching that dog shit, Dylan. We over here right now.
Exactly.
Voice that shit right here. Voice that shit right here.
That's why.
Fuck that,
motherfuckers.
Hey, give me a drink. Give me a goddamn drink.
You gotta watch it.
This powerful white man up here lying again. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You gotta watch shit to know.
Tell me how Jesus died for my sins one more time. Let me hear it now. He said, if you go back and watch my video I did 9 months ago, I already talked about all this in RDX.
No.
Talk about it right now.
9 months ago, not 9 months ago. It's been every week for a couple years now.
Okay, how about this, Dylan? I know you're.
How about my last 3 videos? Even I'm talking about what they need to do.
Dylan, how about this? I know you're a huge, successful rock star. And
God.
You are the face of the Xbox. But you have some motherfuckers right here. They're in my channel that are minorities who doesn't have the bandwidth to watch multiple videos on their cell phone.
Oh shit!
And maybe it's the first. Believe it or not, maybe it's the first time they're seeing you. So would you express this here?
Express what?
What you saying that you talk about that you denounce racism? You didn't come out and say there was good people with mini size. After the shit went down in Charlotte, you came out this bitch and said there was good people with mini size. Till I saw that shit, bro.
You're all over the fucking place. I can't even keep
up. Forgive me.
All
my
right.
addiction.
So try that shit again. What?
No, I'm just saying you said that you voiced all these concerns and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying where. Like you haven't said anything here. You just told
me. What do you mean? What do you mean?
I mean,
I take what you say on your channel because I watch your fucking videos and that's why I know your opinions, right?
I appreciate it.
So at the very least, before you question mine, like check out a fucking video or two.
But Dylan, how about this?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, how about this, right? How about this, Dylan? How about I be high, right? I'm on drugs, right? I have a lot of.
I know you're putting on a show. You know I've been very critical. You know even on Beast Fire, I was.
I'm saying there are some. Believe it or not, Diller. I know you have a lot more subscribers than you, powerful white man. But there are some people here that have never heard of you before, Diller. That's
fine. I don't. If they do not have the brains to go and look up someone's opinion from the source, then
I said
that's
bandwidth.
Fine. Bandwidth.
Maybe they may not have.
Yeah,
if
you talking about streaming, or are you talking about somebody's reach?
Watching a video on their phone. You know what I mean?
Okay, so then streaming's not for you. Just like fucking 4K Netflix. You don't got good internet, don't get 4K Netflix. Okay, like this is not hard to figure out. You don't got good internet, don't get PS Now. This has been done before. It's not that complicated.
Okay, all right. Okay. Now also you did something about Forza 8. All right, because you're not going to be straightforward. You said Forza 8 is coming. What, next generation, right? Or next year?
Job listings have revealed that it's coming next generation.
No brainer. So you think the X or the Scarlett is going to launch with what? Halo Infinite, Forza?
They haven't actually. I heard that Forza 8 might be actually further out than the launch because they are going from the ground up, all in on this game.
They've been off for it's been off since.
This will be the longest development cycle ever for Forza. Yes.
Yeah, it didn't come. We had Forza Horizon 4 last year, right? Yeah.
The last one was in 2017.
Yeah, that was Forza Horizon 4 last year. Was
Yeah,
18.
in 18, yes.
All right, so so you got from 17 and up to just 3 years. It's a car game going around a goddamn track.
But that's a lot. That's a lot of time for one of their racing games.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And I get it. You're not a Forza fan, but if you are, like myself, I've always been to Forza Motorsport. That's a good sign because they need to add some of these features like Club Garage is back. I spent half the video talking about what they need to do.
Okay.
They need to add in, I'd like to see a fucking track builder. Let fans build their own fucking tracks. Find a way to make it work.
I dig it. What I'm saying is again, which one I'm going with this? You're launching again with Gears, Forza, and Halo as the coup de grace. Halo, we know is going to be there.
And I don't know if Forza's launching with it.
It'll be there. You got Forza, you got Halo again, and they need, bro. What I'm trying to say is, again, I understand Sony may do another Uncharted or another God of War, but and again, it's something like I said.
Microsoft needs something new.
There you go. So, and again, not something to, and this will hear me out, right? I don't care if I didn't like Sea of Thieves. I don't really care for Halo, but we need something to the level of a Gears, Forza, and Halo outside of them games.
And that's why I spent, last week talking about how they need to build another AAA studio, not acquire some more indie stuff.
So, before we get out, so in your honest opinion, what studios do you have that think they can make AAA games?
I listed the 5 or 6 earlier. So you got 343, you got the Coalition, you got Turn 10, you got Playground, which have 2 studios. You've got Obsidian, you've got Ninja Theory. So that is 6 right there. And some of those, Ninja Theory, yes, with the big budget, they've already hired. I think they've added 30% to their employment.
Like you said, you good at your last game. You got Bleeding Edge.
Well, that's a 15-man team. They confirmed that. That's a little side project they've been working on for years, right? But the Ninja Theory team, the primary one that made Hellblade, they are working on something else, which I said a long time ago. Said it again before E3.
Oh, wait a minute. You said it 9 months ago on RDX, right?
No. Not 9 months ago at RDX, asshole.
Okay, all right,
so they got 6 studios. Some of those are more than one team. And, that's AAA capable studios, in my opinion. Who knows what they'll make? We'll see. But, I'm hoping for big-ass fucking games. Big-budgeted games.
Okay. What if you don't get that? Will you come out and denounce and call Sony the true king of the North?
I already call Sony the true king of first party right now.
I'm just saying, what if, again, Microsoft doesn't deliver a next generation?
Then we'll see. But I'm not going to fearmonger until that point.
No, I'm not. I'm just being honest. Like, me personally, I've like I said, dealer, I own everything, right? I've always had, right? But I always had the PlayStation, and I thank you guys for Judgment, for their exclusives. And I just had, I play all the multi-plats on the PlayStation, right? I'm a little afraid of Microsoft. We can close the show, I promise the last thing I'm going to say, right? Because of their messaging. And I'm not saying that Sony's not going to do streaming or...
Did you see the video? Bro, I guess not. But I did a video when Sony came out and talked about how they're going to be doing the hardcore games.
Yeah, hear me out.
Right? I did all that shit and said exactly what you're saying, man. Like, their messaging is off. They need big budgeted games.
Again,
I like the way Sony's going.
Listen, a minority, a man of very little means. And when Sony says, hey, I'm not saying they're not going to do the other things, but they're already winning the war. Say, hey, this is the council for AAA games. You know what I mean? And again, and people like to go back, and people frown upon Game Pass because of the type of software that Microsoft is, first party wise. And as long as Sony doesn't drop, you're still going to get the quality game. It's not going to matter. So that's, to me, it's not even a issue. As long as you still get a great Spider-Man, as long as you get that God of War, and you get goosebumps. Leave my home. You know what I mean? That's not an issue. Yeah. And they still developing. And again, it's already starting. Like what Sony did, this is how we trade our games. Like, Microsoft is fucking... They have too much money to be this way.
Bro, we used to talk about this on Beastfire every fucking week.
Well, I don't remember, Dylan. You was a different man
I do remember. We used to talk about how Sony were so much better in marketing.
And perming your hair. I no longer...
We used to talk about how Sony is so much better in the marketing department. We still talk about that today. We talked about how sly it was when they did the fucking trade games bullshit.
And it's starting, but I'm saying again, it's starting again already.
Yeah, it is.
So, again, how the fuck do you come up with a console Xbox sad? Hey, what the fuck is going on here? And you tell me you confident but what's coming around the corner, Dylan?
That's not a name that they gave it, just so you know.
But it's the acronyms.
It is, and they need to be more aware of that next time, don't they?
That's what I'm saying.
Let me read this chat real quick. SS9 Vegeta with the $2 said, "Who is more cartoony, Xbox or Nintendo?" According to E3, it's Xbox.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, here lately it's fucking Xbox.
But again, you know, we said the future, but you know, I'm sorry, I'm last thing, and I'm just getting. I'm sorry, my blood pressure is rising. If you look at Dilla, if you look at the last 8 or 9 games from Microsoft outside of Gears of Force and Halo, what has been the one thing in common is the art style. They've been very what?
Yeah, they have, as I've talked about, they're not producing those big budgeted blockbusters.
I'm just talking about the art style, right? And shout out.
That has a lot to do with it to me.
Shout out to Mooch and Crap and pieces of shit on that dog shit Mooch and Crap show. I think they had the developer from Rare there, from Rare there, CFD, right? Yeah. And he said, what did he say, Moss?
He said that when they were developing the cartoony look of Sea of Thieves, that they were contemplating porting it to phones and tablets and shit like that. So they were thinking about that way back when.
That's why they got like a 540p mode at 15 frames.
Yeah, 480p mode, I think it is.
Yeah, so it's not by chance, and I don't think that's going to change for now in the foreseeable future. I'm just being honest. So I don't have.
But with xCloud though, they don't need to port it to phones.
But whatever the case may be, and it's sad to see them. So the last time getting the fuck off the air, right? Is that when you had a guy like such as myself, who once prayed the Xbox 5 times a day, got this shit tattooed across my chest. I got you motherfuckers saying be the behemoth.
Dodging bullets, getting 5,000 dislikes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know, be the behemoth, you know, and all this slick shit here until where you got me sitting back scratching my head like, what the fuck is going on? And you got Phil, he chose to show a Bambi simulator or Flight Over fucking Fable 4. Like, I no longer, bro, this is sad, man.
Yeah.
Recognize this company. Like this, you know, people, if you don't know, I don't know if you had the original Xbox. That was considered the hardcore box, and the PS2 was more like for the casual.
That's why I switched to it. I switched because of
then you got the 360, which is hip product. You had Jay Allen and all them. So you have this motherfucker here, and you got filled with these shirts with that fucking fake ass smiling like Max Payne. I don't know what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? This shit is just.
That's why I say I don't like this gaming is for everyone shit, because while everyone can game, like there's a certain set of games that you show off at E3 and you push hard, you know?
Yeah. All right. Can I throw a question in there?
Ask this powerful white man one last question.
Let some of that power drizzle down from the trickle down economics. Hey Dilla. So you had mentioned that that you loathe their approach to software this generation, but you liked what they were doing with hardware.
Yeah, as a BX, yeah.
If we go on a hot tub time machine and we look at what they did last generation, they released a box early that had a 60% failure rate. Mm-hmm. And guess what they end up doing? They end up still selling more software than their competition. So with that being said, there should be the name of the game is the software. So being that Phil at the helm is failing heavily at giving the software.
Give me that link, because I don't think this proud white man. Give me that link right quick. I'm going to show you something, Dylan. I'm going to show you something before you go. Give me that link right quick. Did you put it in my DMs? I'm going to show you something, Dylan.
Uh-oh. What link is that, bro?
With the list of exclusives since he's
Oh shit. Okay. All right, let me
show you something. I think you DM'd it to me one-on-one, so let me look at it.
Hold on 1 second.
Read Lionel's question right quick.
Let me read Lionel's question. Lionel said, when does the momentum going to start for Xbox if they even think to compete? Because the way the things are going, it's going to be a slaughterhouse for Xbox next gen, and Sony is the butcher.
Yeah, I don't think things.
Yeah, but so it's not the point that I'm trying to make, Diller, is it's not being negative or it's not being fear mongering.
No, I don't.
We gotta hold them to standards.
No,
what are you going to do if 2020 they don't sit there
posing questions that are years out? I don't know.
Okay,
hold them to standards and saying, hey, where is the marketing for Gears? Where are those big budgeted AAA games? Fear mongering is xCloud is this and that and that and this and stuff that's out.
Hey, you should
there's a difference. I've been holding them to standard.
Would it be fear mongering to say, hold on, you know what? We've invested thousands of dollars into your ecosystem. You keep promising things are not coming. Look, if you keep doing this, we're going to push heavily reputational risk for you to get the hell out of here. Go to the ESA.
Find me that article right quick, please, and send it to me.
Let me find that article.
This motherfucker don't believe this stuff. I want to show you something. I'm gonna show you because you're my friend. You know what I mean? Me and you go way back. We made amends. I'm gonna show you something, brother, and I want you to look at this. How you say men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Phil is not the some dumb Gordon or the Messiah that you think he is.
I didn't. I already told you I didn't think he was a Messiah.
No, I'm just, I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna show you since he's been in charge what has happened, and I'm not just talking about the Xbox One. I'm talking about since he's been in charge.
I don't think Donnie did a great job. I think they benefited from having that lead platform and the easiest to develop for box more than anything. I don't think either of them are the best because I haven't seen enough from Phil. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I haven't seen the software from Phil. And I
Alright,
don't like being told that gaming's for everyone and I'm watching Bambi Simulator at E3. I don't like that.
All right,
I put it in the DM.
Which one? Which DM?
The
You
talking
talking about the
project.
DM that we talked about the RDX? What DM you talking about?
Yeah, that one where we be kicking their backs in and,
Okay,
and
all right.
we got
Get
pictures
get these super chats. I'm gonna show you something.
all right,
before you go.
let me see here. Okay, we got hold on. Did I get Lionel?
Yeah, you got
When does
Lionel.
it? Okay, yep, I got Lionel. And then none of your business with the $5 says Z, the Xbox you fell in love with is dead. Never to return. You gotta let it go. Great show as usual. Hit that like button.
All right, ain't none of your business. Inbox me on Twitter. Make sure I got some free Patreon shit for you too. Thank you, sweetheart. All right, now listen. If you take the time, John F. Kennedy, and look at the screen, I'm gonna show you with you, right? If you look
John F. Kennedy.
Yeah, man. Bernie Sanders with a proud white man. You know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
God.
Jimmy Swagger, whatever you want me to call you today, good brother. Deacon Frisk, whatever. Check it out, right? Do you see your screen?
Hang on, retry. Deacon Frisk. Oh shit. Okay.
You see the screen?
So Cameo 3,
All right,
Amp
now listen.
3, Project
Xbox-
Gotham 3,
Hold on, not like that.
Ridge
Hold on.
Racer.
Wait, hold on.
So for
Hold
one,
on.
this is third party as well.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna put it.
As a
together.
matter of fact, almost all of it is third party, which
Not a
proves
problem
my
with this.
point.
That's not the point of this. What I'm saying is, and the Xbox 360 came out, and I'm talking about first or third party. Came out in 2005, and it launched with Cameo, AM3, Project Gotham 3, Rid Racer 6, Dead or Alive 4, Perfect Dark 0. All right.
2 of those are first party, right?
Not a problem. I'm not even counting first or second. That's not even.
I am because I want Microsoft to build more fucking games,
Not a
right? So I'm
problem.
comparing.
But
them.
they never really had. They always opened their pockets when they strong and bought shit. I don't have a problem with them. Second, in 2006, Far Cry, Instinct, Predator, Rumble Rose, The Outfit, Full Auto, Bomberman X-Zero, Saint Row, MotoGP, Tom Clancy, Gears of War, Ghost Recon basically. OG Fighters, Chrome House, 99 Night, which is a cool game. Dead Rising.
So almost no first party in that whole list.
Hold on. The Import Tuner Challenge, Dead or Alive 2. Now the PS3 also came up and fucked their list. In 2007, they had Halo 3, Forza Motorsport 2, Crackdown, Tenchu Z, Kingo, Legend of 9, Beautiful Colorado Rama, whatever the fuck, Project Slip Hip, Dance Dance Revolution, Fusion Frenzy 2, Bullet Witch, Ace Combat 6, War Tech, Blue Dragon, I missed Project Gotham 4. Boom.
So basically, they finally got a few first-party games out in 2017.
Hold on. So are we saying that Mass Effect and Bioshock are irrelevant because they weren't?
No, they're not irrelevant.
Okay.
But my point is that I want Microsoft to make more games.
I'm with you. But here's the thing.
But I think people just they just want the games. They want their footprint to produce
Okay,
the
so
games
if
that
that's
they
the
like.
case, then you're getting rid of a lot of the bullshit argument that
No,
people are throwing
I'm
out
not.
there about
No.
exclusives.
No, I'm not. Hear me out. Because I'm not talking about for the first. Because again, we got to realize Gears was a second party. Fable was a second party. Shit, even Halo wasn't until they bought Bungie. But that's
Exactly.
not what. That's not the issue. I'm not even talking about first party. Microsoft's strong suit has always been they opened their pocket and bought shit. Check this out. Phil took over where in 2009, if I'm not mistaken, right? But here's again. In 2008, you had Lost Odyssey, Cold Sip Saga, 2 Human, Infinite Undiscovered, being Beyond, Fable 2, Gears of War 2, Banjo-Kazooie, these Dance Dance Resolution games, Kingdom Under Fire, Operation of Darkness, Spectre, Forces, Zoid, Guilty Gear, seen it. You're not in the movies. All right, boom. Come down here to 2009. This is when Phil took over. The head of the Xbox Gaming Studios. You had Halo Wars, Halo ODST, One Chamaraba, Bikini Samurai Squad, Manga Ganaga 2, Forza Motorsport 3, Lips, Number 1 Hits, Indy 50 Resolution, Race Pro, Stockton Cube. Let's go down a little further. To 2010, you had 99 Nights 2, Lips Party Classic, Crackdown 2, Halo Reach, Morph, Naval Assault. Let's go down to 2011. Gears of War 3, Forza Motorsport 4, Ultima's Excellent, Halo CE Anniversary. Let's go down to 2012. Halo 4, back to that, Forza Horizon, Akaya Katana. Let's go down to 2013, Gears of War Judgment. So since he's took over, he's been basically depending on Gears, Forza, and Halo since he became the boss of of gaming or Xbox Studios, right up at the Donnie. You know what I mean? And again, like men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. You see it here for yourself. It's basically been Gears, Forza and Halo Anniversary, Halo CET, this, that, and the other, since he's been in charge. And what do we have now? Gears, Forza, and Halo. So it's not by chance. Like I said, I always tell people again, Phil's not the some dumb guy or the savior that he thinking. He's always been this way. You have one from having, again, whether they're second party or not, you went from having all these different type of games under Don Matrick, Peter Moore, or Robbie Batch, you know what I mean? And then when he became the head, I'm sorry, not Donnie, once he came with the head of the Expo, it's all dropped drastically. Like, this is, how you say, Mary, I'm say asinine. Do I got any bills in here? I hear a bunch of ringing in my ear.
No, I don't see no. There's no bill. It might be the free messaging.
Oh, no, that one. Okay, that last one was from, I got a few. Bring back Peter Moore. Elemental, bring back Peter Moore. He will bring heavy hits. Carlos Crespin, just get the Soldier Boy console, guys, and be happy. But I miss anything else. None of your business is either Xbox. Shut up. Hey, listen, none of your business. Do me a favor, baby girl. I got some dope Patreon content. Inbox me on Twitter so I can send it to you, okay? All right, but that's basically what I'm saying, Dylan. I know I didn't mean to tell you that there's no Santa Claus, nor there's no Tooth Fairy. That maybe Jesus Christ maybe didn't exist, but I'm just saying Phil really isn't who you think he is. If you just, like I said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. I've given you his track record.
If that's the case, then why did they just double their studios?
What does that
to
mean?
Make what?
To make what?
Well, we don't know what they're making.
Yeah, exactly.
To be
but
I mean, if we look at the history, it doesn't look. There's nothing to jump out the window for just yet.
But half of this exclusive trash you just listed off, who gives a fuck? None of it was made by Microsoft. And secondly, you're heading to a new generation. They finally get some budget. Satya promotes them. They over double their studios, and Phil just doesn't want to make any games.
Can I say something? Look, I can't prescribe that for the simple fact that Sony got a big push off the second party games too. The Nears when they had and all the other stuff. That helped because their consumer base had games that no one else had in their hands.
I mean, I'm not saying that it doesn't help, but my point is, if he isn't trying to get games, why buy the studios?
There'd be no idea.
But it's the type of games. It's not just the output. It's what type of output.
Tell me what Playground Games Second Team is working on.
That's the thing.
If we look at the track record, they haven't shown us any of that, which we've all been very critical of.
Playground Games is working on Fable and the next iteration of Forza Horizon. Ding, there you go. So,
all right, now what is the Ninja? What is the Hellblade team working on?
Check it out, right? Microsoft's been known for 4 stable IPs: Gears, Forza,
Agreed.
Halo, and Fable. So now they got Fable back, right? So now they back to Gears, Forza, Halo, and Fable, right? Now they got back. That is coming out. It is. You can write that down. Playground Games is working on RPG, which is Fable. Okay, world's best, worst kept secret. Okay, we know that now. Again, but the developer from We Happy Few and State of Decay 2, you're expecting. I'm telling you again. Word around town is even Obsidian's next game or whatever the fuck. Don't be surprised if those are multi-plat games, bro.
If it's going to PC, it's multiplayer, right?
Well, I'm not talking about consoles, man. I don't do that PC shit.
Well, again, though, we don't know that, so I'm not even.
I'm telling you, listen here, Dylan, right? listen, like you say, men lie, women lie. I have no reason to lie about.
They've been saying this since 2002, though. Once again,
what?
so that things like Halo was coming to PlayStation.
I didn't say anything about
I remember when Gears of War 1 was coming to PlayStation.
I didn't say, bro. I'm not saying that. Dylan, now listen. You go with that upside down room.
No, I'm just saying that until it happens, I'm not worried about it.
Questioning Obama's birth certificate, right?
That's not
what I'm saying. I'm saying is this: Microsoft. Remember, I had this saying. You guys said to me, Microsoft doesn't care about winning, and I think a lot of you guys still think they don't care about winning. They care about making the most money. As long as their name is on the trophy, they can hand it to the winner in the race. They don't give a fuck. They want their shit everywhere. Microsoft goal and push is to be the biggest third-party publisher in the fucking world. That's their goal. That's their end.
Everyone wants their stuff to go everywhere eventually. That's why Jim Ryan talked about their cloud activity over the next 5 years and how you, with or without a console, you'll be able to use that stuff.
We're talking about on a competing platform. That's totally different.
Well, either way, at the end of the day, it's all going more places.
You think Nintendo wants to put Mario on the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox?
They've already put it on iPhone. Why not?
A console. Come on, Dylan.
I mean, like I said, they've already put it on iPhone. They've already made dedicated Mario games for iPhone. Why not?
Now you're reading shit from the Bible that I no longer understand. Slavery
is
our master. Now you gonna talk on that slick shit. If it wasn't for slavery, I would have met my Savior, Lord Jesus Christ.
Hey, let me read it. Let me read
get
chat.
Get that chat.
Super chat. Lionel Bulgin with the $5. Ask John F. Kennedy if he's going down with the ship, or will he let Kratos save his soul and sign a pony contract? I do think you got some free messaging. I just see one.
And Carlos Cressman said, "Give Dillon a contract, his son." Now we don't want that janky motherfucker over here, man. He's still questioning Obama's birth certificate. Let me read the free message and be out of here.
Stop.
Last one before we go. Dragonflow. So how do people believe Dillon's biased opinion when he blushes every time Phil Spencer steps on that E3 stage with an extra small jacket?
Again, another weirdo with some man shit. What the fuck is up with these people?
Okay, Platinum Service. I'm here on vacation in Central Florida. I hear this fuck nigga Dillon damage control killing my vibe. If I ever see him at E3, I'm gonna choke slam the shit out of him. Oh my god. Shout out to Jay. He said these are the gamers left to defend Xbox. They're not the thing you can say that will snap out. There's not a thing you can say that will snap them out of it.
This is how stupid some of these motherfuckers in the chat are. They think stating actual facts is damage controlling.
Okay.
This is a problem. Okay? I mean, it can't get much more stupid than this, right? Bill, they over doubled their studios. You're damage controlling. No, this is a fucking fact, idiot.
And I got
you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I'm not happy with the software. You're not happy with the software. I've been pretty damn critical. You've been really damn critical. We agree, toxic. And I don't think people understand.
I've been toxic. I've been downright toxic, and I've been accused of.
Well, at the end of the day, you do shit how you do it. I don't give a fuck. You're critical.
The last question is from the true RDX fan. He said, "Ask Diller." I guess you got a fan here, Diller. He said, "Ask Diller what is his recommendations to a gamer if Xbox doesn't show any new AAA exclusives other than Fable next E3. I'm a man on a fixed income." And my wife is also handicapped.
As I've always said, if you want to get a PS4, then get a damn PS4. That's why I got them all.
For next E3 to get a PS4.
If they don't give you what you want, with Gears 5, go get a PS4.
Okay, so the question is to you. So what if they don't show nothing new next E3? What are you gonna do?
Then looks like he's gonna go somewhere else. I'll just switch to HDMI 3. You know, whatever.
HDMI 3.
I got them all. They're all plugged into this bitch.
Oh, that's some Illuminati shit there.
No, whatever. Now you're going from fucking some birther shit to Illuminati.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's some people, Diller, that that prefer the Xbox type of games and really aren't.
Well, I like the ecosystem. I've said it before.
So no matter listen, they come out that bitch with bad sleep that you ain't going nowhere.
I'm gonna play the games that it has and any exclusives as I do today, just like you, Zaire. You play on Xbox a lot.
My integrity is always in question. That's not me. That's almighty next gen 720 Johnson. That's not me. I'm on my PlayStation, fuck nigga. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying. But I'm real talk right before that. I'm gonna let you go. So even if they don't show anything new next E3, your faith and your belief that the Lord just
my confidence will dwindle substantially.
But you're still gonna buy this console.
I'm getting all the consoles.
Okay, all right, 250.
And even though I'll be able to play Last of Us 2 on the PS5, I'm getting it, or on the PS4. I'm getting it on the PS5.
Wait, listen, but how about Mangary's not as wealthy as you, Dealer? Okay.
if you gotta make a choice, you gotta make a choice. I've always said that.
I like such as myself. I'm a man of very little means, right?
Excuse me.
I'm a man of very little means. A failing health. Dealer,
you got some weirdos in this chat that are like, Gran Turismo Sport sold more than Forza. And it's like, fuck boy, did you not look at the ratings? Do you not care about what is actually better? Like, I get it. Not everybody's on the same plane of thinking here, but think about yourselves and not how much some shit sold that you don't even get paid by.
So so sometimes we say don't worry about the ratings. Then like we gotta pick up.
I don't say don't worry about the rating. What the fuck?
Well, I'm just saying some people say,
See, again, you got to know my real opinions here. I've never said Metacritic doesn't matter. I've hammered the dog shit games that I didn't enjoy.
What do you say this? What show was this?
And I actually came out and reviewed Days Gone because I felt like they got the rating on that wrong.
If my spidey senses are correct, I could have sworn I heard dealers say before that Metacritic shouldn't determine whether you enjoy a game or not. I could be wrong.
You really could be wrong, and this is the second time you made some claim. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Dilla, you my man.
We got
I've got reviews. I've got reviews on my own channel. If you want to know my thoughts on how reviews should be taken, there they are.
Listen, you about to perjure yourself, Dilla. I'm running right now. Don't purchase. Listen, don't get held in contempt. We got the tapes. Don't purchase yourself, brother.
We got to keep it out
but,
right now.
but again, shout out to my brother Dylan for swinging by, man. We have a man in the
Big
hot
up to
seat.
Dylan for coming through.
Hey, we got to do a more traditional show next time.
This one, well, my show was professional. Let me hear it.
No.
Oh, shit. See?
Let me hear it.
I knew he had that
Here you
time.
go. Here you go.
Putting
What
somebody
happened?
on the bench every show. Like, we got to do a regular ass show next time. Go around the table and give some opinions because this shit, it is what it is. I've complained about so much. I'm tired of complaining about it here.
No, but the purpose is I thought I was going to bring you back after E3 and get your thoughts at the E3.
Yeah, I do remember that.
That was the premise. Now, you want of course to have a round down. I don't have a problem with that. But the purpose of the show, besides you questioning Obama's birth certificate,
I did not. Stop saying that,
Yes, you
fuckface.
did.
You're a
Was-
No, I
popular
didn't.
person, Dylan.
Hey,
No, I
I wanted
didn't.
to get your opinion at the E3 and did your stance.
God.
Did your stance waver?
I'm telling you, some of these motherfuckers out here, you've been around for, some of these motherfuckers will believe anything you say.
Yes,
So
they should.
don't be pushing that shit.
Hey, AP the shooter said Forza would never be better than Grand Theft Auto ever. More open world-ish, just better technically and driver focus wise, never better than GT. What the fuck
Yeah,
you
well,
talking?
hey,
And
you
if I
know,
catch
when
you
you
I'ma
talk
break
about
your
those review
motherfucking
scores,
jaw.
AP, remember that the review scores say otherwise.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, did I get everybody here? No, to give them a contract. I think I got all the things here. Let me check the free messages before we get up out of here. Loots. I got one more here. This says comes from true RDX fan. Said Diller, I've been subscribed to you for a long time. I'm even a member of your Patreon, but I'm really disappointed at the level of damage control and hypocrisy that you said on this gentleman's channel today. I'm gonna take back my dollar pledge. Fuck you.
Oh, God. Take it back.
Hey, did we get AP
Take it
the
back, spin
shooter?
that shit on some gum.
About Gran
AP the
Turismo?
shooter. Forza with the
Yeah,
will
I got,
never.
yeah,
Oh, you got
I
that? Okay,
Yeah, I got
you, bro.
the.
He said it'll never be better, but hey, review scores on this and this and this are so much better than Xbox games. Well, use your own logic and apply that Metacritic score. It says otherwise.
All right. Okay, Dylan. Like I said, anything else you want to say or clear up before you go today?
Good show, full
All
of things
But
that we've all already
it wasn't
said.
professional enough for you. What it was?
Nah, oh my God.
Let me hear it now. It was.
We used to do this shit every week, Z. Come on.
It was. I didn't have no white folks over for you, brother. Just tell me right now what's going on. Shout out again, AP. This should a professional driver trained on Gran Turismo. Fuck nigga, not.
Yeah,
professional.
every single game, including Need for Speed Shift, had professional drivers. Fuck boy, try again.
Damn, your damage control was deep, brother.
No, hey,
bruh.
it's just facts. I just destroy their own logic with their own fucking statements. It is
Hey,
what it is.
I tell you, going to Trump University, then Phil University, man. Quick on his, quick on his feet, man.
when you
Y'all
gonna
motherfuckers can't keep up. It ain't my
Hey,
problem.
Dylan, when you gonna rate my black ass to that all white RDX podcast?
Hey, we do need to have you on again. So just let me know. Just let me know so you can get on there and damage control a little bit. We'll have a little bit of fun.
I know D, you got D up there, but D ain't really black. You need soul brother number one up there, motherfucker.
Hey,
a walking
I don't know about all this black and white bullshit. I don't look at life like that. But we've had a ton of different people from a ton of different
color?
places. It is what it is.
Of color.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about none of the color bullshit. I know you're kidding, but you get what I'm saying. I don't fuck with this shit.
Oh, man.
Okay, deal. Last time you had a video chat, I was on the SWAT sticker and fucking Make America Great Again coming across your chest. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Let's say
hit that like button.
Shout out to
You're
my brother Dilla.
such a fraud.
Hey, yo, listen, man, shout out to my dude Dilla, man. We gotta again work again, man. It's been a pleasure.
D will definitely be there. D's always there.
Nah, fuck D. I ain't speaking to D, man. D said D, you guys, you question my integrity live on air and my fans. What fans?
You ain't talking to D right now?
No. He said my
Why
fans
not?
said you guys are hurt. What brand? Dude, you go to the fucking PC Richards and review goddamn TVs you take from fucking the HD forums and spend like I don't care.
Hey, D makes good shit.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not negating that. But you know let me say something, dealer. The multiplayer podcast is just for jokes, nothing serious. You know what I mean? You know, D has said some outlandish shit. I even else try to walk him back on, even about the price of the Xbox, the 4K goddamn Switch, about what do you call it? Assassin's Creed being 1080p PC. Z, when they walked in, I have a presence, and I was told by the developers going to be 1080p. I tried to walk him back from all them goddamn mails. I don't know what again, but he said that we heard his brand on the multiplayer podcast, and I'm hurt. I'm really. My feelings are hurt. Hey, listen, sticks and stones may break my bones, but I swear, D-Batch, he hurt me. All right.
I don't know about all that, man. But
But talk to
I
him,
wouldn't
boy.
I wouldn't let any of this stuff get in between you guys. You guys have been hanging out for far
I
too
don't
long.
trust him. He has a cocaine habit. I caught him smoking a pipe.
Stop.
I don't trust the guy, man. And then he get with this Jesus Christ shit. There, he's out
No,
there, bro.
stop. If anything, D's gonna cast a voodoo spell on your ass. Keep this shit
No,
up.
G believe. Listen. I got past that goat shit and all that. D believes in Jesus. And that brother, he condemn me every day. Shout out to Stuart Stokes. He said, Z, I tagged you on Twitter on the thread last. I know D, he got to get out of here. He tagged me on Twitter okay, Diller. Okay, I guess he got some receipts though. Something you lied to. Okay. I guess I would have taken Alan Wake 2 any day over Crackdown 3 instead of the K2 quality over quantity. I doubt you. This is you, Dealer. It says here, I shared with you. I guess maybe I told you, Dealer. Anything you say today can't ever be used against you later.
Yeah,
show.
tag me in whatever it is.
I'm
sure
this is your thread. I doubt you spent any real time with Crackdown 3 or State of Decay 2. LOL, different type of games. They should keep engineers.
What about it? How is that? How is that me lying in any way?
Nigga said I would take Alan Wake 2 any day.
Is that what he tagged me in? This dumb motherfucker.
Let's look at the. I'm sharing my screen.
I did look at it. I said I doubt the guy spent much time with Crackdown 3 or State of Decay 2. What about it?
He said
that's not a lie in any way.
He said he would take Alan Wake over those games. He said you mustn't even play Crackdown 3 or State of Decay 2.
What about it? I decided to have a little fun with my buddy Enrique, who I follow, who follows me, and I said I doubt you spent much time with Crackdown 3 or State of Decay 2 at all. Blah 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 blah.
Now, just like Colt said, he's gonna play that shit for 100 hours. You would definitely take Crackdown 3 and State of Decay 2 over Alan Wake 2. Now again, I would hate to question your integrity.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
At the end of the day, I played them all, so most of these frauds didn't even fuck with them. So it is what it is.
All right.
We got Angry D batch in the chat, man.
Oh man, hey D, listen D, I got your boss up here, and listen here.
Oh, stop!
I got listen here.
He said clock out immediately.
Hey yo, he said who that nigga on that neck? Hey listen, hey D, go back to Candyland. Go back to the Candyland rest. We ain't fucking with you.
AP the shooter with the $2 said Dilla is DiCaprio and D is Sam, Jack, and Jago.
Yeah, man, ain't no more man be up there buck driving.
That's shit. another some weird more man shit there.
Hey, listen, Diller, listen. I don't know if I can trust you. I will add you to these other DMs. Your boy be up there cutting the jig, man.
I ain't worried about no DMs. I've seen a ton of Photoshop bullshit.
But you don't see you got this whole perception of D. So look, see, D, let me tell you one thing.
No, I don't give a shit about anyone's perception. I've heard people talk about some bullshit that's not real. I've seen some Photoshop trash that I know isn't real. I've seen things in threads where I'm with D where people are saying
I'm talking about us one-on-one, right? I'll give you an example. When D comes to your channel, he talks like he sells used pianos. On my channel, he's talking about eating motherfuckers' faces. Fuck nigga this, fuck nigga that. He come on.
I know.
Alien isolation shit.
He come on your channel. Listen, he come on your channel and motherfuckers are Mormons. But on my channel, ain't nothing but the 4-letter words. But you know, we're not professional.
D can talk shit with the best of them, and he doesn't.
But I'm just saying. But I'm not professional. It's not a good look for his brand. But meanwhile, he on that bitch smoking coke off camera, and it's his light came on. I don't know what the fuck going on. I get blamed for everything around this bitch. Listen, he said he lost 7 subscribers. It was because of me. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But anyway, again, Dylan, thank you for coming on.
Zaire, I will give you this, man. You're one of the best at improv, man.
I don't even know what that means. This is above my
that means off the top of your goddamn head, you're talking about Mormons and shit. You're good at it.
Pause. But anyway, thank you for coming by, you powerful white man. And thank you for living. You voted for Trump, and I appreciate it. Remember,
I did not. Fuck
hey, listen, hey, Diller, there were good people on many sides, on both sides.
Oh my God!
Oh, shit.
Thank you. For
I didn't vote for no Trump. I don't believe in none of that bullshit. Don't even spread that shit on me. All right?
Let's go. Your secret is safe with us. You know, crap.
Ain't no secret.
We gonna tell nobody else.
Hey, you know, between
y'all motherfuckers should be happy. All right. I'm being legit right here. So
you know, between Red Dragon and crap, them motherfuckers are the biggest Republicans and Trump fans in the world. You know, I'm still cool with them, but it is what it is, though. But like I said,
I'm just not into it, brother.
Thank you for coming by, and also to a deal. I want to see something. Did I scare the hell out of you when I called you live on air?
No, I couldn't even understand what you were saying because I don't know if you're on like, I don't know if you got some dog shit phone service or what. I couldn't even hear you. But.
I'm in the church right now feeding the homeless. Excuse me. What the fuck?
Hey, listen here. I'm sitting here chilling, playing games, right? And Zaire calls me, or I think it's Zaire.
I need $5.
He's like, and I hear him breaking up.
And that's fucked up, dealer. I needed $5 fucking.
Oh, you ain't getting $5 fucking.
I needed $5. I needed $5 to buy.
I couldn't even understand what you were saying because you were breaking up. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
You understood exactly what I said. I said, who sent you, nigga? You know exactly who it was.
Nah.
And I said, I needed $5 to buy judgment. I'm saying I was calling a long time.
$5. That game's more than $5.
I know. I had the rest. All I need was $5 more. Then Fonzarelli called me and said, "Bro, I get paid next week."
Zaire, I challenge you to get through judgment. Let's do
if I listen, here's my thing. You know, shit. What you want to bet me a game?
No, I mean,
he said you a fraud of all.
Hey, Dylan, you must have watched you. I beat a lot of games, Dylan. You must have watched my shit, bro. I done beat a lot of goddamn games.
And
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. What's the last?
Oh, here's the thing. I play what I like. If I like this shit, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna beat it.
How far did you get in Days Gone?
I haven't even really booted it up yet.
Oh well, shit. That's not good.
You know what I mean? I got
hey, that's actually a pretty good game. You should try.
I'm not negating that, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna stream I beat God of War. I beat Spider-Man. I beat Devil May Cry 5. I beat a lot of shit.
Devil May Cry 5, man. That game was like, I was confused as fuck going through that game.
Devil May Cry 5. That shit was ill. I beat all that shit. I beat a lot.
I liked the combat, but I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I beat more games this year than you did.
I can get with you on that one.
I don't know, man. I don't know. My shit's out there.
I'm just saying, you know, men lie with
Either way, you really should boot up Days Gone.
What's up? What you want to see me? You better with Battlefield with Gears? You want to get your
No,
Gears?
motherfucker. This ain't a challenge. I'm telling you to play Days Gone.
I am, but what about you? Are you good in shooters? You probably get me in racers. Are you good in shooters?
I know I dominate everyone in races. But shooters, honestly, Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3 was the last Battlefield that I even thought was a real fucking Battlefield game. If that makes any sense. It's been a while, so.
What about Gears 5? You're gonna be playing that? That's your game of the year.
Gears 5, yeah. I'll jump in some Gears 5 when you get used to that.
You know what? You get the RDX podcast, right? You get the Backstreet Boys and versus us, all right?
Hey, if we can borrow Majin God Goku, then yeah.
All right, no problem, man. But again, thank you, Dylan, for swinging by, brothers. Been nothing but love, all right?
Yeah, same.
And Herb, at least we can talk about you behind your back. Here, Herb, get out. My man, Dilla. Dilla Gaming. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like. Oh, this motherfucker ain't leave. You know we're going to talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I mean, honestly, I'm trying to. I mean, I'm guessing the show's over here, right? You're still live or whatever.
Yeah,
but
I just want
I'm not used to Discord, so you might actually have to tell me how to get out of here.
You see that phone right there? That phone with the X on it?
No, on my screen just shows, it says live, me.
Okay, all right, here's the demo.
You see voice connected? Right next to voice connected, there's a phone, a handle with an X above it.
Listen. I will listen to, for $5 an hour. I will help you get your dog shit podcast up to snuff and all this fancy shit in the background. That Google Hangout shit, that shit so played out.
I gotta move from Hangouts. Yeah,
and also too, the audio was better in Discord if you didn't know.
Yeah,
I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, if you go straight down, you'll see a phone at the bottom of the screen. At the bottom of the screen.
I got it. Sorry,
I made you an OG. Now, if you really say you're my friend, like you say you're my friend, you have an OG status. So whenever I'm on the air babbling, if we're talking about some shit, hop in.
All right.
So,
sounds good, brother. Good show. And like I said, we talk text and DM stuff. I'll hit you up. And
I ain't got your number, nigga. You changed it since I called you today.
What are you talking about, bro? You didn't even call me today. What are you talking about?
Since that day I called you live on air, you changed the number.
What the fuck? I couldn't even understand what you were saying. You were like, hey! I was like, huh?
I needed $5. That's what I was saying. I need $5.
Better luck.
I said I need $5 to the tapes. Shout out to Fonzarelli too. Fonz called me like 3 times. He's like, Z, if I really had $5 and but I don't get paid this week. But if you still need the 5 next week, I got you. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear.
There's more of that improv.
I swear to listen. Hey, listen what I'm telling you, Dylan.
Sometimes the truth is better than the lie.
Listen, let me tell you this. I tell true stories that's funny. If I'm lying, I'm goddamn fine. And I'm always recording. Now, let me release these goddamn tapes. Hey, Fonz, you got paid this week. I need that $5 motherfucking dollars.
Oh, my God.
He said, Z, I really ain't got, I'm kind of tapped out. We really need, are you serious? You really need $5? What DMs, what tapes you got? I said, bro, don't worry about it. I need $5. Well, I'll get paid next week. I promise I'll give you $5.
Hey, that's how nice Fonz is, man. He's trying to give you $5 so you can pay the water bill.
Yeah, there you go, Raiders. I got judgment, though. I do need some PSN. You got some extra PSN, dealer? Any codes, anything in there?
I don't have PSN.
Damn, dealer.
Yeah, I don't play online on that shit. What are you talking about?
Damn.
What's the last game you played online on PSN?
Street Fighter. I like fighters.
Street Fighter.
And Mortal Kombat.
I might pick that up on PC. Yeah, I heard it's pretty decent.
Why would you get on the PC, not get on the PlayStation 5?
Well, because PlayStation 5's not out.
I'm sorry, the PS4 I meant to say. It's like,
I mean, I guess I could. I'm not like big into fighters.
Oh, you're not? Oh, you didn't get Mortal Kombat?
I did get Mortal Kombat for the story.
How about you fight me in that, bitch?
Oh, last time we fought in Injustice, motherfucker, you fucking used Green Arrow, crouched in the corner, and shot arrows at me until I died.
I don't even like Injustice. I'm more of a Mortal Kombat guy. I haven't played it in a long time. You might get me. So
the story was pretty good, Mortal Kombat. That's what I did when I put it down.
Yeah, you stopped playing it when you played Jackson the Tower when you freed all the slaves, motherfucker. I know exactly what happened. But how about right now? We set up a game today between me and you, two old pals in Mortal Kombat. How about that?
Hey, DM me about it, bro. We'll set it up.
Now I got to speak to your secretary.
Yeah, you got to.
Now I got to make an appointment.
My girl is trying to call me. She called me 3 times, motherfucker. You know I can't be dodging these phone calls, so I got to jump out of here.
All right,
it was a good show, guys.
You got it.
All right, man.
See you.
Got his ass. He gone. He got the chat.
He
got the chat. He got the chat.
Listen,
that motherfucker's a goddamn liar. You hear this shit? He's a motherfucking liar.
He's a piece of shit.
That motherfucker said, what did he say? Oh, the reason why Halo didn't look as good as the last one was it was in 60 frames. Do you see this shit? You see the shit I put up with? Do you see the shit I put up with? And y'all motherfuckers wonder why I went rogue. Now you know. Now you know. Yeah. D talking about we hurting his brand. He lost 7 subscribers. I said, look at this shit here. Look at this shit. I got your boss on my channel, but he talking about I'm hurting his brand.
Hashtag strange fruit, bro.
Hey, yo, bro, I'm trying to tell you, man, it's colors. Hey, D, listen here, man. You see what happened to FC Violent yesterday? If you get back on board, or that one I'm going to drop on your ass?
Hey, bro, what the fuck going on? What the fuck going on?
You seen that video I dropped on FC Violent?
What you dropped? The Twitter video?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit hilarious.
Hey, listen, D, that's just a sample. Bring your ass back to the multiplayer and explain yourself. Or I swear to God on my listen. I only got one person left, my grandmother. She can drop dead. That what I'm gonna drop on your ass, nigga. It's already done. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt.
The cake is already baked.
The cake is already baked. I don't really like MC Violent, but you I had love for. So I'm trying to spare you, nigga.
Come on, man.
MC Violent was like, yo, I play more PlayStation games. I beat Days Gone. They brought up his profile. He was like, nah, that's not my main one. They brought his main one. He even boot up the game. And the game say nothing after that. I was like, damn, bro.
No, that shit was spooky, but I will say this. Someone DM me his other profile. He did beat the game.
Like,
how you know this is profile?
Nah, bro. Like, he set.
Because this person was really mad about that shit, but nah, I'm cool with that person. I trust him.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. Like this shit weird, man. Like, I'm telling you right now, man. I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna give you guys. If you're not following me on Twitter, you gotta do since my new and my last Twitter. But you gotta watch this video right here that I put out on that we put out on FC Violent, man. We wasn't professional. Oh, hold on. What they say?
But I will say this. I'm not trying to get in the fuck or anything, but the way he talks on those other shows, that is night and day.
Hey, man.
They all do it.
Yes.
Hey, what was I bringing up last night? See, Phil Spencer don't curse. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it is, man. My brothers, man, they don't realize we the culture.
Mosh tried his damnedest to change
that. Listen, y'all guys didn't see this. Look, go click this link right here. That's on FC Violent right there, and come right back. And I'm telling D right now, what I got on his ass is worse than that.
Boy, you got tapes on every fucking body.
Hey, listen, man. I'm like Batman, man. You know, Batman got everybody in the Justice League because you never know when these niggas are gonna roll.
Exactly.
You never know when they gonna pull a motherfucker a dealer game or a crap game. You never know when these motherfuckers gonna go rogue, bro.
You never know. You gotta be ready.
Here I am. I'm in the hospital. I done had a stroke and I was shot 6 times. Dealer called me and said, "Yeah, this will be my last time on Beast Fight, but I'm gonna take over the show. And I know you're not feeling in good health." I'm like, what the fuck? I'm on my deathbed. What the fuck? Yeah, man, but that's the link right there. That's the link right there. I'm telling you right now, D, if you don't bring your ass to the multiplayer next Thursday and explain yourself, nigga, I'm gonna blow your shit smooth out of the border. I ain't playing no games.
I'll tell you this right now. I was listening to that whole goddamn conversation on my TV, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, God damn.
My
This
brother
motherfucker
Still
here.
said, has anyone seen Dealer's Crackdown 3 review? I'm pretty sure that what my MM2K was talking about when he said reviews don't matter. First minute he said he drives that home. Let me say this again, right? And I want to, before I even finish, right? I just want to say this, right? Yes, if you didn't see by chance, if you didn't check out the multiplayer podcast yesterday,
Yeah, I missed that shit.
it was probably one of the best shows that we did. And it was authentic. A lot of times I bring up some topics, so and there's a lot of improvisation when it comes to my shows, all off the top of the head. It depends on how whoever answers the question and how funny it gets. But it was a real moment within that show. I know it was funny, but I try to tell my brothers, man, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean? And I really, really, really fuck with my chat. They ain't me panhandling. Some of you motherfuckers got my phone number, you know, and just got my ads. I done sent y'all shit. Y'all done sent me shit. And that shit ain't fake, you know what I mean? And I'm telling motherfuckers, embrace your own and then embrace you back. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, that's some real shit. And they just don't get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all about, YouTube is entertainment. Everybody got this fucking, I used to say, this suit on, this two-piece suit on, trying to be Alex Trebek on Jeopardy. Like, nah, what the fuck? We just talking about gaming. It's fun. It's entertainment. I get it. But what's gonna separate you? You got 35,000 goddamn podcasts that they're talking about the same shit. What's gonna separate you from them? You know what I mean? Motherfuckers, this is what I'm crazy. I don't understand why motherfuckers go on my channel, talk one way, but they go to somebody else's channel. Then, yes, well, sir, well, actually, but on my channel, they want to eat motherfuckers' face and they fuck nigga this, fuck nigga that. But I'm unprofessional. That's shit I don't be understanding. What this shit was? Hey, what's this shit he said? What that shit he said? He said, well, yeah, because it's a white audience. Like, what the fuck? That got to do anything?
Yeah, because it's a white audience.
I said, bro, I don't talk no different. The dealer, I was on Mad's Gaming Dog shit channel yesterday. Motherfucker, they gonna set me. I am the same who I am, and not saying again that I can't have an intellectual conversation without a bunch of four-letter words. But I don't have to change who I am to please anyone. I'm gonna be me regardless.
Did you guys pay this bill here?
No, what's it from?
Stuart Stokes of the 5.
What did he say?
All right, has anyone seen Dealer's Crackdown 3 review? I'm pretty sure that's what MM2K was talking about when he said reviews don't matter. First minute, he drives that home.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, like this shit. Wow, man. Hold on 1 second. Let me see something. Let me show you guys something. Let me show you something. I'm gonna show you something, right?
It does matter though.
Let me show you,
know
something.
It matters a lot. I mean,
hold up.
yeah,
I'm gonna turn this
It matters to an extent. Come on.
Oh, wait, hold on.
This shows the quality of the game.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna play this. This will be different SP Violent. Hold on.
Cutting the jig.
Oh, yeah.
They said
Wait, hold on. All right, turn this shit up.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good, man.
Hold on.
So the video will be dropping tomorrow. I'm gonna be highlighting.
Wait, hold on. Oh, I'm on the wrong one.
And the only thing I have going on is next week, the Monday.
No, I think that's the right one.
Cutting the jig. Tuning with a K.
Wait, hold on. I gotta turn this shit up. Wait, hold on. Let me stop it. This shit crazy. Hold on.
22.
Hold on. Let me turn this shit up so y'all can hear it. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. They come on my channel. They talk one type of way. They go over here. Shit be spooky. Here we go. Check it out.
Yeah, Z, what is the lost
play the video. Hold on.
Play the shit then.
Play it.
Cutting the jig. Tuning with a K.
Volume
They
49.
said the multiplayer podcast. We went over the Salty's Gaming podcast on Thursday. You said if it wasn't right, it wasn't right. And that white powerful Christian man was going to take you to the top. Cool.
Nah,
sorry.
nigga.
No, I'm sorry.
Never come the fuck out of here.
I'm sorry.
Oh, nigga, come on, nah. That's why you don't have no more fucking angles.
Oh, man.
Z, I'm not hearing any sound.
You watching on the screen?
Say who that nigga on there?
Are you watching it live?
Watch your YouTube live.
Never come.
But the sound's there. The sound is there.
Oh, nigga, come on, nah. That's why you don't have no more fucking angles.
Oh, man.
You know,
Donald Trump is the white savior.
Who that on that net?
Say who that nigga on that net? Hey, I'm gonna put some footage on Salty channel, man. This motherfucker talking proper. Let me tell you what Microsoft need to do. Pass the great performance. Look at this shit.
I hired the best makeup people in the business. If I was gonna pass as a white man, everything had to be perfect.
Already talked to Noof, FC Violent. What's going on, man? What have you been up to? All that good stuff. Any content out this week? All that.
What? Yes, sir. So the video will be dropping tomorrow. I'm gonna be highlighting Sony Santa Monica. And the only thing I have going on is next week, the Monday, I'm doing the two game giveaways, which you're a patron member of, which is Judgment and what's that damn Switch game? Mario Maker 2, yeah.
What a silly Negro.
It got white listeners on this shit, so
you can't be you.
Nigga, be you, nigga. Nigga, I am me, bro. Nigga, you know how you talk when you're in the workplace, fuck nigga?
Nah, nigga, do tell.
Oh shit.
So you saying white podcasts in the workplace? What's going on?
Hey,
no, I'm just saying, you around white people, you talk, nigga, you talk like, I ain't gonna talk to them like I talk to y'all. Ain't no black niggas on
I'm asking you a question. Hey, listen.
What's wrong with y'all?
Do I talk to Dilla? Do I talk to Dilla too many different than I talk to y'all?
Come back, brother.
Shit spooky, man. Shit is definitely spooky, man. Now you know what I'm talking about. But they cut on my channel. That F nigga this, F nigga that. They go over there. Them motherfuckers cool more than Tata. Like that shit spooky, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man.
Let me tell you something right now.
But now you see what I'm talking about, right? Now y'all see what I'm talking about.
Every time I hear Violent goddamn talk on goddamn Salt Gamer, all I'm hearing in my mind is, this is Jeopardy.
Hey yo, this what I'm talking about, man. This is exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm
Here's what it is, Z.
Listen, but I'm hurting people's brands and this and that. I'm giving these motherfuckers a platform, and I am not taking credit for anyone.
That shit was funny, Z. He said it. He said it to all of us. He said that to all of us.
But I don't understand why they feel like they have to confirm or confer to be accepted by someone. Why not just be yourself? I'm gonna be me regardless. And you see the type of support that I get on my channel by me just being me. I'm not bragging, nor am I boasting. I have a huge, a way better user engagement action on my channel than any of those other channels. That's just not my opinion. That's a fucking fact. You know why? Because I really fuck with my subscribers. That's what I don't got no fans, but I'm gonna say that shit. No, it's the truth.
Let me tell you something, brother. You gotta understand something. The difference is that you don't give a fuck about money. Like that's the only thing I notice about these dudes, right? When they do this shit, they have on all these channels, they want to act like businessmen, like on fucking YouTube, bro. Like for them, they just trying to make money. They trying to make a living. Yeah. So they kind of got to do this to put money in their pocket. So they got to basically fucking kiss ass. They can't be themselves because it's like, well, I gotta fit in with these guys to get some of their subscribers so I can make money. For them, this is
Manhattan, according to one of the latest Twitter feeds, Z's an embarrassing 40-year-old man who talks big bank over little bank.
Listen, who put that salty? I just wasn't.
No, it wasn't salty. It was some standard GRG.
No, it wasn't when he brought his daddy on there to fight his battles.
But no, what I'm saying today, listen, I'm very appreciative of the support that I get on this channel. From that, I was able to get judged. I was able to get a green screen, get a better mic, and even pay. Baron charged me. That loud mouth motherfucker charged me like $100 a month, $150 a month to come on and do these shows. So I do put it back into the channel, and I buy you guys. And I spend like at least $150, $200 a month on T-shirts. Again, I don't get them shits for free. Here's a new shirt too. I'm sending out 6. That's $150. You guys want to buy one? You can. You know what I mean? Some of you guys have bought some already, but these shits right here is ill. Click the link. Like, ain't nobody doing it like us. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, this is the link for the new shirts. I'm sending 6 of them out. That's $150. But again, I'll put it back into the chat. But again, I am appreciative, but I don't understand why we feel like we have to confirm, or not saying that you can't have an educated conversation without, without cursing. I mean, I get that, but to say that we're bad for your brand, or I'm bad for what the fuck, nigga? Like what?
I always find that to be very stupid and contradictory, right? How is it that you're gonna come on your show live when other people is tuning in and then turn around and be like, wait a minute, but I gotta go over there to make my brand look good. Like, motherfucker, we did not see you on that channel just now saying shit, like some crazy shit. Like, what?
Yeah,
I don't understand that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't get why people don't understand.
You on TV talking mad shit, then you go on another channel, you act like nothing happened all of a sudden. Like motherfucker, we were just fucking.
That's the most simpleton shit ever. Like you going up here, fuck dude, fuck in this, fuck in that, and then you think you can go over to your channel and play the that and everything's
like they don't already
okay.
know you, bro. Like they don't already know you.
If people are following you on social media, they're going to follow you everywhere. And if that is such a quote unquote a turn off, it's going to be a turn off because they're going to say this motherfucker's fake. Here's the problem, real quick. The problem is that people are trying to create businesses through social media instead of using social media to promote their business. If you want to see success via social media, you know what I'm saying? Which that shouldn't be your number one motivator. But if you want to see it, then you got to create a sense of community. That's what social media is about. Don't be coming in here putting on a suit and tie, playing the clarinet, and trying to sell something on social media. It's not going to work, and you're going to get the fraudulence of it is going to get called out. Period.
It's like what I said. It's like
AP the Shooter says for $2. Science says if you swear you have a high IQ. Fuck dude.
Let's talk about our Phil Spencer.
No, hey, listen. I'm just saying, real talk, man. I wanted to say before we get off air, you know, I am going to be streaming Judgment on Twitch. We can take.
Oh shit, you got Judgment?
Yeah, thank you to my subscribers, man.
Did you steal the code? Did you steal that code?
Do us a favor, nigga. Play
you did steal that code, Z.
Let me tell you something.
Don't lie to us. Don't lie to us, Z. Don't lie to your subscribers, Z.
Hey, listen. I have stole codes in the past. I've been given things to give away. I've used the code and didn't put the code in, like somebody reclaimed it. I have. Lord forgive me, right? But again, right, what I'm saying, I'm fucked up. Nigga, I ain't been outside in about 4 months. Nigga, I'm fucked up over here. Like, I ain't thinking, motherfuckers just think I'm just saying that shit to say it. No, I'm dead ass. Nigga, I'm fucked up. Nigga, I got shot 3 times. Like, I ain't joking. I think motherfuckers still think I'm joking about that shit. Nigga, like, nah, nigga, I'm fucked up. I had to learn how to walk again and all type of shit. Well, fuck all that, right? But I'm sensitive, Moss. You know, I wear my heart.
Pause.
No, I am, bro. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I know I shouldn't. But it hurts me when my black brothers think that you need others. And I'm gonna say this so much disclaimer. I ain't nobody racist. You know, if he was here today, my granddaddy did. But he was he was white. You know what I mean? You see him a reddish black guy, reddish hair, freckles and shit. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know, I got white aunts and all types of shit in my family. You know, white cousins from that side of my family. So yeah, again, I'm not nobody's racist, but I don't understand you feel the need to be accepted by someone else to grow your brand or whatever the fuck the case, or to be seen, to be taken seriously or whatever. Like I don't understand that. I never understood. I'm going to end. You know what's crazy? And I rub elbows, right? This should be. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I rub the way that I talk. I rub elbows with EA execs and Malign Malls. Some of the biggest goddamn YouTubers. You know what I mean? And again. And even just my user and interaction on my channels is higher than 99.9% of the people that are out there. You know what I mean?
You get more access to higher level people with a lot more critical detail than these motherfuckers do. Mike Jabbar might pop up on a show or something like that, but you're getting critical detail and critical information more than these other motherfuckers.
Yeah, I also say this.
Yo, me personally, right? I've seen a couple of people on YouTube, right, with like a lot of followers, like and they use the N-word, right? But they still get I've seen niggas on YouTube with like millions of followers, but still using N-word, still cursing, still doing what they do, but still getting sponsorship because people genuinely like these people for being honest. They just being themselves. Like they're not trying to. They don't go on different channels.
Salty got in his damn head.
I've seen them on different channels, and they still act the same way how they always been.
So many people have been. Look, this is a societal thing. So many people have been conditioned that when they're around certain people, it's my job. I'm on my job. You know what I'm saying? You can't be yourself. You can't relax. That's why I say I sit there and I just do whatever I do because when I'm at work, I got to play that role. I don't want to come home and act like that, sit in front of my computer and still act like that. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll tell you what's one of the biggest things, you talked about this as well. It's with the chat as well. We're willing to take L's. They give us shit. all of us
It's
taking shit from the
fun.
chat.
It's
We
so
rock,
fun.
we rock out with the chat, and that's the thing. Other people aren't willing to take it from the chat.
Let me say this one last thing, and you can take this for what you want, right? I get sent so many business opportunities. A lot of them I don't even accept, and you know what I mean. I said I'm gonna start doing it. You know what I mean, so I can really start making some money. Companies want to pay me $300 just to go up there and stream and talk about the game. That's a fucking fact, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And you know what I mean. Just for me again, me just being me, being my personality and who I am. Regardless of what I say, bro, you're funny as hell. We'd love for you to stream my game. And bro, you're funny as hell. Would you please wear? Look at this right here. See this? Bro, you're funny as hell. Could you please wear this headset in your and plug our headset in our show and whatever the fuck. But me being me. So when motherfuckers say that I'm unprofessional, or like I'm looking like, what do you mean? Like like that again blew my mind. Or say that I'm hurting your brand. How the hell am I hurting your brand? And then but all these $1 billion companies or whatever don't have a problem with the way I act. My personality is. Let me show you something, right? But motherfucker says that you lying. I'm gonna show you this one thing, and I always said I ain't gotta prove nothing to nobody on YouTube, right? But I'm gonna show you something. This is just one thing that I've gotten. But me just being me being all my 4 letter words, fuck nigga this, fuck nigga that, right? Look at this. You see this right here? $280 to stream it for $3 hours. That's just me being me. Me just accepting one thing. I get these shits all the time. I don't accept them because I be having a lot of other shit going on. So again, and when I want motherfuckers to realize that you don't have to conform or couture, you can be yourself. You be all the culture. So I'm thinking that you have to act one way over here, but you come over here. I'm fucking but on your channel you like, well, the CPU and the RB GPU was like again, and you wonder why you might not get the love.
You don't get nowhere.
Yeah, you might not get the love or the same support. They sit around. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm talking too much. Why do you think motherfuckers start to come back around? Not because they like me.
Facts.
Because your channel popping. That's why.
I've always had this. Listen, I've always had the same. Listen, I'm not no fool, right? I'll play the game like the rest of them, right? And I'm not bragging. I don't think I'm better than anybody. But why do you think motherfuckers come back around me? You know what I mean? Or just that. Or Dilla don't have a problem coming on my show, but D told me we heard his goddamn brand. I clown Dilla all day on his goddamn show. You know what I mean? And that's my brother. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit hurt my feelings. What the fuck is like? I hurt your brand. What the fuck is you talking about? Right? But they ain't serious about
it. This is what I realized, right?
He said y'all can't have us.
People, right? You know the saying, like, K-Mega always say, people like what they like in games. It's the same shit when it comes to YouTube. People like what they like. So you could change and try to act all different and shit, trying to quote unquote build your brand. Nigga, they following those people for a reason. Because those are the type of people they fuck with. It don't matter how much you try to change, because at the end of the day, bro, they're not gonna follow you if they don't want to follow you. It don't matter. Like that's what they don't understand. You gotta build your own audience. You can't be trying to hop around and steal audience. They following that particular YouTuber for a reason.
He said nobody said that lies. Hey D, you a goddamn lie. Is he still here? And said nobody said. Hey D, listen, bro. Listen, I ain't gonna lie.
Who sent you?
He said nobody said that lie. Please don't make me show them DMs. You talking about
keep the
but
DMs.
you said we lying.
Keep
That
DMs,
you didn't say that we hurting your brand. You come on like, what the fuck?
Oh shit! Is it denying that? Is it denying that?
You did try to give me an ultimatum when it came to Alex, because we all remember that. I
gotta tell you, Z, I'm telling you right now. If you want me to come on your show, you can't have Alex here. I mean, what the fuck?
He can bring his ass on the show if need be and explain himself.
Yo, I'm gonna say this one thing. This is the last thing I'm gonna say.
That shit went down.
I wanna tell y'all, fuck that, D. You can get mad all you want. When that shit jumped off last week with week before last with D and Crap, right? D took it as we taking Crap side, right? And mind you, I ain't got a dog in the fight. I'm just telling D again, my brother, leave Crap alone. When it comes to slinging mud, you Dilla, Colt, Fon, that motherfuckers ain't fucking with him. And I got the tape already. You know what I mean? You don't really want to leave the motherfucker alone. You know what I mean? He said, listen, there comes a time in a man's life when you see one too many clickbaits. Now, he said, Z, now you done it. He said, Z, now you did a show with White Daddy or something. Now you guys are cool. No, I'm playing the game. Nigga, I'm playing the Hollywood game like the rest of you motherfuckers. I'm just telling you, motherfucker, you my man. leave him the fuck alone. Know what I mean? Like, you out there looking real spooky.
Yeah,
So then I
right.
shouldn't even say shit. Look, I shouldn't even say shit. So I'm on the, it was Friday. Because Crap was going to come on my show Saturday and cut the fuck up, right? Cut it again. And I said something. Oh, yeah, Crap going to be up tomorrow. We going to drop this tape, booty boo. I don't give a fuck. I like to laugh at it. I laugh at my own. I laugh at us. I laugh at every goddamn body, right? So when we talking about that, dealing with behind it, they didn't piece shit up. Now, he out there looking spooky. You done attack this white man for nothing. Now, him and Crap and Dylan friends, and your black ass on the sideline. Now, Crap gonna be in the RDX, nigga. I'm telling you, like, man, shut the fuck up. You gotta be the only one to go out there and say the Crap been making them same dog shit video for 35 goddamn years. I had to take a stand. There comes a time in one man's life when a clickbait and said enough. I'm like, what? Like, dude, what the fuck is you talking about, bro?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm telling him. Listen, you know what's crazy? I know how this shit was gonna go because when shit got hot, they was gonna piece that shit up, and you was gonna be out there, bitch, looking spooky.
Yeah.
That's all. You know what I mean? Because they don't want no drama more or less on their channels or whatever the fuck the case may be. And I'm telling this motherfucker for sure. Now I can still could be messy and release the goddamn tape, the little shit he gave me. But I'm gonna wait. You know what I mean? Dealer gonna piss me off again. And then put the shit, I'm gonna start some shit off. I'm gonna start some shit all over again. But I'm saying in the meantime, I'm just telling him, he taking his, we taking his side. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you to mind your motherfucking business. Stay out of that shit, bro. Everybody want to be the top Xbox guy in charge. The Crap falling off. It's gonna be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mind your motherfucking business.
What is you talking about?
Oh, shit.
Wait.
Ryan.
Hey, wait. The hottest niggas still gotta go.
My girlfriend's haven't cried too much when I left him. What the fuck?
Ain't nobody take this nigga rolling the disco. How do you get it? Who sent you, nigga?
Who sent you?
Shit.
I thought this shadow hurt your damn brain.
Hey, listen, D, why did you say that we hurt your brain? You know, that really hurt my feelings. I went to my wife.
How many times?
You hurt all of us.
No.
How many times do we have to rehash the same thing?
No, because I'm hurt, brother. I'm not human.
Look at him. He's been stuck at home for 4 months, D. And he said that shit behind the scenes, D.
Yeah, I can't go outside. I'm still fucked up. I got my leg in a sling. Like, where the fuck am I going?
Listen, man, that day, there's only so much fuck niggerism you can fucking take.
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about you said that I hurt your brand. That I'm deliberately sabotaging your brand. Like, I don't want my brothers to succeed. That hurt my feelings.
Listen, that day I was just fed up of it. You always clowning on my
tech. We clown on everybody.
But there's like, I don't know, there's like a limit. And that day I reached my limit. I said what I said. That was dead. I don't know why you still dwell on it. When man says something, when man says something,
like FC.
you move on. That's it. It was said. It was done. We moved on. You don't dwell on shit.
Hey, let me say
we waited for the apology.
Hey, listen, I say one thing. Listen. Did I get mad at you and throw your ass off my show when you attacked me with Jesus that day after that one show when I was 6'7"? No, I don't believe in that spooky shit. I ain't said a goddamn word. I brought you on the show the following week, and you disrespect my beliefs. I didn't say a goddamn thing. I took it, let you be. Said, Z, if you close your eyes and your heart, Jesus will talk to you. You know I don't believe in that shit. But I'm saying, but I didn't take it. I said it is what it is, man. Fine, fuck it. I brought you on the show the following week, but you hurt my feelings, brother.
Oh my God. Listen, man, that day was just the wrong day, the wrong time.
What did I do to you? I don't wake up.
It is what it is.
I don't wake up until 4 or 5 o'clock.
He said, if you want sympathy, you better look between R&T and the dictionary.
I'm just saying, but listen too, because again. Because I told you I'm like Batman. I got the weapons to defeat everybody. So as I'm going together, I'm putting this footage together, a D, right? And he's on my channel talking about eating motherfuckers' face, fuck nigga this, that, fuck nigga that. But you on the RDX channel, professional than a motherfucker. I said, man, what the fuck is going on here? Why is that, brother? Why is there so many fuck niggas on my channel, and over there you're just as squeaky clean as can be? Why is that, brother?
Oh my God! Can you listen, man. I'll say this: the host of the show is what determines the pace of the show, right?
The host.
So when you're doing a show, you have to find your spot, and you have to find your spot. It is what it is. Over there's nobody yelling at me. There's nobody talking shit. I don't need to jump up.
Oh shit, D likes that, man. You see what I'm talking about?
Do you like to be controlled?
Hey, Z.
Do I really look like a nigga that can be controlled? Really?
Listen,
Yo, D, you know I'm fucking with you. Of course.
What D's trying to say is he's not built for your environment. You gotta understand, he's a very sensitive type of dude. You feel me? Like he's emotional.
You hurt that motherfucker, man.
You're right. I just changed my panties yesterday.
Oh shit!
What
the fuck is going on?
You throwing this thing in a fucking like ocean full of sharks, bro. Like you don't like that.
It's not about. Listen, there's a time and a place for everything, and there's a limit. And sometimes you fuck niggas don't know the limit, and it is what it is. I've never been a person. I've never been a person to hold my tongue. Listen. I've never been a person to hold my tongue. And if I feel a way, I gotta say how I feel. I ain't gonna go behind your back and say it. I'm gonna tell it to your face.
Let me
I don't understand. That moment was so long ago and fleeting.
No, it wasn't. That was like last week. That was like last week.
Yeah, you know.
Last week? What are you talking about?
Yeah, you said
last week, motherfucker.
Yeah, you said maybe it was listen, that breakdown between you and Crap and your guys, that was like last week, bro.
Man. But what I had with Crap have to do with anything what talking about?
It speaks in volumes, right?
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you why it speaks in volumes.
Big
right?
volumes.
Because in your mind, let's be honest, you thought I were taking Crap's side, right? You guys are fessing up now because Z did a show with him. Everyone's bitching up now. I took the balls that came out and attacked him first. That's what you're saying, right?
What?
Hey, don't make me go back to the tweets. That's what you
saying. You are the father of lies. You know this, right?
I'm the father of lies. Say I'm lying.
The Godfather.
You didn't say that. Now, because I did a show with him, and then I'm cool with him, and you had the balls to go out there and attack him first. You didn't say that, D?
Of course I said that.
So what I'm lying about?
What do you mean what you're lying about?
Okay, anyway, like I said, right? You took it as that I Gus was taking Crap's side, and I'm telling you, I ain't got a dog in the fight, but I'm telling you, motherfuckers, to leave Crap alone.
Listen, why? Hey, listen, I don't listen.
Let me finish. I let you talk. Let me finish.
Okay, speak for a second. I gotta take the pizza out the oven. Keep speaking. I can hear you.
Okay. So I said what y'all make better videos than him and what all the other shit, but I'm telling you guys, when it comes to slinging mud, leave that motherfucker alone, because y'all not gonna be ready for the backlash. Now, he done spoke to me prior. He said, no, fuck that. I'm tired of these jokes. They want my spot. I bet when we going to put this together. Me, I'm funny. I'm going to laugh at all this shit. But you being my brother, I'm telling you, motherfucker, mind your business. Leave this motherfucker alone. This man is on the edge.
Z, listen. You should know of anybody. I ain't scared of nobody. I can go to toe to toe with anybody. I ain't scared. I don't need you to protect me. But with that, hold on. With that said, that issue was already deaded. That's old news. I don't know why we talking about it.
I think even more relevant.
We're trying to make you understand.
I don't think he's trying to protect you.
Or more relevant to that than that, D, is the fact that you said that we're hurting your brand, but then you just hop out of the bushes nowhere and you start doing that shit.
How'd I hop out the bushes? I saw something I didn't like, and I spoke my mind. I don't understand.
But you were running off the moniker that with us and all the drama, we're not professional and all that other stuff. And
can I ask you a question? What I was saying, the difference is what I was saying. What I was saying, and I don't want to get back into the situation, was very truthful.
Too late, y'all.
Let me ask you something. No, dude, let me ask you something. Who sent you?
Hey, hold on. Floyd Mayweather said, is FC Valley going to come back with the Tim interview? Make sure I get somebody else. Mr. Rice.
Tim's our boy. Tim's our boy.
He said D the number one channel with the meth and heroin addicts. Like anybody else?
Forgot the crack.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Top Dog said, prove that D is the white man's bitch. Hold on. I'm gonna do this right here. Listen, because this is about to get. This is about to get a little hot and spicy. Check this shit out right here. Listen, right now, literally 2 seconds. Click this link right here. Come on over to Twitch. I'm about to drop a bomb. and I don't want no problems on YouTube. I can drop the bomb on Twitch. I don't give a fuck over there. Click that link right now. I'm about to listen. Click that link right there. Hey, yo, no, I got you.
He's our brother. We gotta look after him, Z.
Hey, no, listen.
He's our brother. From Canada.
He doesn't know what he does.
Yo,
he doesn't know what he's doing. I don't care. I really
fucking video on Twitch.
Listen. Come over right now. I'm stopping the stream right now. I'm stopping it. And listen, click the link. I know. 1 second. I'm just gonna restart the stream. Come right over right now. I'm about to. Oh, shit! That's fun.
We got Floyd Mayweather with $2. At least he beat more games than Alex.
I doubt that very seriously. Hold on. Come over.